And welcome in on Pickett County basketball. We're almost ready for basketball. Pickett County getting set to take on First Baptist Academy Eagles. A little bit later than we had originally planned on starting, but we're about 15 minutes from tip-off as I welcome you in here on the People's Bank Countdown to tip-off. People's Bank and Trust of Pickett County. My name's Jacob Vincent, Casey Bolden to my right, and we're going to be your broadcasters for this year for Pickett County basketball. Should be a really exciting year for both the boys and the girls. We're going to have the girls game here first, and then we'll have the boys game following as well. And Casey, I'm excited for it. My first time down in Tennessee, and we're in the Upper Cumberland, and it sounds like it's a hotbed for some basketball, and you of all people know it very well.
Yeah, Jacob, we're in for a real treat this season. We've got a really great team to follow. We've got a great fan base, great tradition here at Pickett County. I'm glad you're here, and I'm just glad to be along for the ride this season.
It's going to be a fun one, and this is going to be your home for Pickett County basketball all season long right here on UCSportsNation.com. You can find it on our YouTube channel at Stonecom Radio. We're going to be tweeting them out. We're putting everything out for you guys to see it and have it easily accessible, and it should be a fun season. So let's get into it a little bit. Let's break down this girls game that we got coming up here in about 13 minutes. The First Baptist Academy Eagles, they're coming in 2-2 on this, 2-3 on the season, I beg your pardon. And we got the Pickett County Lady Bobcats. They are 3-0 on the season. This Bobcats team, an interesting one because they lost a lot last year. They bring back a lot of younger players. 5 sophomores, 4 freshmen, and 1 senior. Nobody had varsity experience last year, at least not too much of it. So we were kind of wondering what they would look like to start the season. We've been pleasantly surprised. We got to see them play last weekend. What did you like from this Bobcats team last weekend that you saw?
Yeah, I really like the way they get up and down the court. You know, they play full court pressure all over the court. They want to try to create as much chaos as they can. Jacob, they put up 32 points in the first quarter, 50 in the first half of the game. So this is a team that can be explosive. They can get really up and down the court. I think Coach Smith just trying to figure out what combinations are going to work early for him, figure out the right rotations, ultimately figure out, who his core group of players are going to be.
The 3 games they've won, they played Oneida, Harriman, and Midway. They won those 78-70, 71-33, and 65-42. So they're averaging 71 points a contest. Casey mentioned in the first half against Harriman, they scored 51 points in that one. They put up 32 in the first quarter. So this is an offense that they can fill it up when they're knocking down shots, and they're going to try to speed you up defensively. They're still trying to find that out. We're going to hear from a player and from Coach Smith here in a little bit on the People's Bank Countdown to tip-off. We're excited for it. Let's talk about that First Baptist team. They're coming in. They're going to be limited in players that they have. They only have 5 players traveling with them tonight, and they might get a little tired with how much Pickett County likes to run.
Yeah, I talked to Freeman Pinckney, the girls' coach, right before the game. They are a little limited on their staff tonight. Only 5 varsity players dressing out. I think that plays right into the hands of Pickett County. They're going to try to speed them up, wear them down, ultimately try to make sure they're taking all the juice out of the tank as they can, Jacob. It's going to be an interesting game. My anticipation is that First Baptist will try to slow it down as much as they can, limit those Pickett County possessions.
Should be a fun one. Freeman Pinckney in his first season as the First Baptist Academy Eagles head coach on both the boys and girls side. That's who Pickett County is taking on here tonight. So it is your pregame show right here on UC Sports Nation. Pickett County Lady Bobcats basketball is coming up in just about 11 minutes. We're going to take a short break. When we come back, we'll take a look at some of the scores from around the area in UC Sports Nation, and then we will hear from a player on the Pickett County Lady Bobcats, Shayla Wood, the lone senior on this Lady Bobcat squad. That's coming up in just a little bit.
At People's Bank, home improvement loans make up a significant portion of our lending portfolio. If you've been thinking about ways to spruce up and improve your home, come talk with us. Whether you want to take on the home improvement challenge yourself or bring in some outside help, at People's Bank, we have the money you need to make your dreams come true. People's Bank and Trust Company of Pickett County, investing in the future, one customer at a time. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Regular visits to the doctor, they can be a challenge to fit into your busy schedule.
Bye, Mom. I'm on my way to practice.
But those regular visits are the best way to keep your family healthy. Schedule an appointment today at Byrdstown Medical Center, 864-3187. Keep the number handy for all those family sniffles, playground bumps, or rashes out of nowhere. 864-3187. Good to schedule that annual physical, too. Byrdstown Medical Center, the local way to stay well.
Back here at Pickett County, as we're talking basketball season, the Pickett County Lady Bobcats 3-0 on the season. And first, let's go around the area. A lot of basketball going on today. There's also some football going on tonight, and we'll get into that in just a little bit. But Casey, what do you got basketball-wise around the UC Sports Nation?
Yeah, we got Livingston girls, big win today, put up 63 points over West, 63-16. Upperman girls, they roll as well, 56-32 over Green Hill. Cookville, the Lady Cavs, they defeated Murfreesboro Central Magnet 58-42. Then game we just watched, Jacob Smith County rolled past Monterey. Pretty close in the first half. Smith County kind of pulled away in the second half. They end up winning 64-50 over Monterey. Also, you've got a final on the boys' side. Upperman beat Franklin Classical School 57-32. And then later tonight, you got Clay County, Jackson County, and DeKalb and Warren. And then tonight, you got a big game up in Elizabethton, Jacob. You got a 12-1 Upperman team on the road, 4A state championship on the line. I believe that game kicks off at 6 Central, 7 Eastern.
Yeah, the semifinal of that one, going to be a fun one for the Upperman fans, and a lot of basketball going on around the state in Tennessee, a lot of Thanksgiving classics, Thanksgiving yesterday. Hopefully everybody out there had a blessed Thanksgiving. Hopefully you found a lot to be thankful for. I'm thankful basketball season is here among us. We're very excited for it, and this is going to be a couple of fun teams to watch this season. This game going to be interesting to see how First Baptist tries to slow down Pickett County in the boys' game. Obviously, we'll break that down a little bit more in their pregame. That's going to be a fun one. That First Baptist team on the boys' side, much different than last year. And it could be a problem for Pickett County, and we'll see how they handle it as well. So there's your look around the UC Sports Nation. And here in just a little bit, we're going to get into an interview when we caught up with Shayla Wood, the lone senior on this Pickett County Lady Bobcat squad, as that is coming up right now.
Probably just a shutdown defense.
Back here on Pickett County basketball, talking with the lone senior on the squad this year, Shayla Wood. Shayla, first of all, I kind of want to dive into that. What is it like being the lone senior on the squad? And I know Coach Smith has talked about you're not as much of a vocal leader, more of a leader by example type person. What's it like being the lone senior on this young squad?
It's definitely different. I've never really been put into a leadership position like this, but it is definitely teaching me a lot. And yeah, I'm not very vocal, but I'm working on that and trying to be more vocal because I feel like that's important for this team's success.
You guys started out the season so far 3-0, and you got a couple of games coming up this weekend. What's one thing that you've learned, maybe in a positive way, about this team so far?
That we work really well together, in my opinion. I think we have really good chemistry, and that on the floor we just kind of read off of each other very well.
Now, you got First Baptist Academy coming up. What's something that you guys have been working on in practice, getting ready for the Eagles here tonight?
Probably just a shutdown defense, just making sure we stop the drives into the lane. And I guess just shut down defense, that's pretty much.
Lastly, Shayla, it's a Thanksgiving Classic. You got any favorite Thanksgiving foods that you might have had yesterday?
No, I haven't had any, but my favorite probably is apple pie.
All right, there you go. That's Shayla Wood, the lone senior on Pickett County basketball. We're back in a moment.
If your heating and cooling system is on the fritz, if your car will... Time is money. And if your car's transmission is out of sorts, if your heating and cooling system is on the fritz, if your car will not start, it's costing you time. Pryor's Auto Spot gets it repaired. Work done right, on time, and that puts money back in your pocket. And Pryor's has tires to keep you running. No need to go anywhere else. Pryor's Auto Spot, 8410 Highway 111. Save time. Schedule your repair job at pryorsautospot.com. Getting your vehicle repaired. Pryor's.
Losing a loved one can be difficult, but you don't have to go through it alone. Brown Funeral Chapel stands beside you, answering your questions, creating a plan, helping you with the budget, taking care of the details. Brown Funeral Chapel stands beside you in some of the most difficult times of your life. Neighbors and friends ready to be there for you, to remember your loved one with caring and dignity. You don't have to shoulder it all. Brown Funeral Chapel stands beside you. Brown Funeral Chapel.
Welcome back here on Pickett County basketball, joined now by head coach Brent Smith. And Coach Smith, 3-0 on the season so far, getting ready for First Baptist Academy. But before we dive into the Eagles, let's talk about the squad this year. Really young squad. You got one senior, but you're 3-0 on the season. You got to be pretty happy with what you've seen so far. What have you seen? What have you liked? Maybe what have you not liked? Just kind of take me through the thoughts at the early part of the season so far.
Just feel like as far as offensively, I feel like we're scoring a little better than I thought we were going to be capable of, and we need to work on a lot of defensive stuff. We need to, we got a strategy. Got to come up with, our not just every night strategy. I guess our base defense and see what that is, and got to get better each day at it. But now, we've kind of come up with some schemes, here and there already. But I really don't want to do that if I can keep up with a young team. I want to try to get used to any position, just scheming for one situation.
You mentioned to us that you don't like to run zone a lot, but you might have to with this team before the season. You ran that a little bit last weekend. What did you think of how they played it? And you mentioned it with this young squad. It's going to take a little bit defensively. What's a couple of things that you guys have worked on in practice these couple days getting ready for the Thanksgiving Classic?
Well, just off-the-ball stuff. Not necessarily on-ball defense is what our problem is. Our off-ball defensively, our rotations are. It just takes one stride, one movement that's got us off, and it's a combination of not just one or two people. It's several. So it's been something we've kind of focused on the last couple of days, and I think it's just going to come with time.
Offensively, you mentioned it. You've been pretty surprised and pleasantly surprised with how the offense has played. What have you liked from this offense? Has it been the shot-making ability, how the offense has been run? What's been good about the offense so far to start the season?
We've ran the floor really well, and we shared the ball really well. And anytime you shoot the ball, we've shot it really well too from the perimeter. And anytime you shoot it well, it feels like you've played really well. But like I said, we scored 32 and a quarter, I think, in one of the games. And it's just when you can score like that. But now we're getting some things that we're probably not going to get later on. But our transition has been really well, and we've shot it well as well.
Let's dive into the matchup coming up tonight. You got First Baptist Academy up first in this Thanksgiving Classic. What do you know about them, and what have you guys been doing to get ready for them tonight?
They have obviously a player that didn't play last year. She's a lefty. I think she wound up being. They had a girl that wound up being All-State last year. I assume it's her. She's really nice. I've watched them play in one game, actually a game and a half now, and she's probably put up 30-plus points. And but I think she's pretty well. Everything's built around her, and she can go off the dribble. If we can just get on, her left side, I think we can slow her down a lot.
That's head coach Brent Smith with the Pickett County Lady Bobcats. We're back in a moment here on Pickett County Basketball. And we're back right now on Bobcats Basketball. Bobcats Basketball sponsored by Pryor's Auto Spot. Get your car repaired done right the first time. Schedule your work now at pryorsautospa.com. By Byrdstown Medical Center, local experts taking care of local people. Schedule an appointment today, 864-3187. Union Bank, with the modern tools to make banking easier, the experience you can count on. Union Bank, member FDIC. By Brown Funeral Chapel, helping families all across Pickett County. Proud to support the Bobcats, Brown Funeral Chapel. And by Aminette's Eagle Auction and Realty, where we soar higher. Book your next auction at eagleauctions.com. We're back in a moment right here on Pickett County Basketball.
Emily Dickinson coined the phrase, crumbling is not an instant act. While many of life's problems seem to come from nowhere, the truth is, most of them give some kind of early warning sign or signal. No matter what the problem in your life may be, it will always be easier to overcome when you have money stashed away in a savings account at People's Bank. People's Bank and Trust Company of Pickett County. Investing in the future, one customer at a time. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Thanksgiving is an exciting and busy time at home. The kids are streaming movies, Dad is watching football, while Mom prepares for holiday shopping. With Twin Lakes Fiber Network, your broadband will have the capability it needs to keep up with all your family needs. No buffering, no lag time, and no missed Black Friday deals. This is Emily Gibson, your Twin Lakes sales consultant. Prepare for the holidays and give Twin Lakes a call at 1-800-644-8582 to sign up for fast and reliable broadband today.
Just about ready for basketball here from Pickett County. Let's get you the starting lineups right here on your countdown to tip-off, brought to you by the People's Bank Countdown. The away team on the scoreboard will be the First Baptist Academy Eagles. They've only got 5 players. They look like this. Number 1 is a sophomore, Jasmine Wheat. Number 2, a senior, Anaya Johnson. Number 10, a junior, Hannah Wheat. 22 is a sophomore, Ava Shaw. 24, a senior, Lydia Williams. For the Pickett County Lady Bobcats, 3-0 on the season. Their head coach is Brent Smith. No changes in the starting lineup for them right now. Number 12, Allie Amonette. Ella Kiesling wears the number 13. Emerson Lowe wears the 33. 34 is Shayla Wood. And 44 is Callie Reeder. There's your starting lineups for First Baptist and Pickett County for this Thanksgiving Classic. And Casey, we're just about ready for tip-off. They're going through their starting lineups. What do you want? What do you look to see in this game first with the Eagles?
Yeah, they're obviously they're going to have to play a very slow-paced game, Jacob. They're going to try to keep the score down as low as they can, limit other teams' possessions. They just don't have any subs coming in off the bench, so I expect them to wear down pretty quick. So look for them to limit their possessions as much as they can.
On the other side for the Pickett County Lady Bobcats, we've talked about it. It's a very young squad, but Brent Smith, he's been here for quite some time. He has instilled a culture in this Lady Bobcats squad, and it's already bled into this young squad. They've got one senior, we heard from her, and there's 5 sophomores and 4 freshmen, and a lot of them get playing time, and they look really good together chemistry-wise through these first 3 games.
Yeah, they even though they haven't necessarily played on the same high school team, I'm sure they played together most of their lives, whether it was grade school, pickup basketball, AAU. They've got a lot of chemistry, and as you said, Brent, he's the fabric of this program. Blood, sweat, and tears. He's got the whole community behind him. It's going to be an awesome season here at Pickett County, Jacob. I'm excited to be here.
It was fun talking to Brent before the season. We got a chance to meet up with him a couple weeks ago just to introduce ourselves, meet both the coaches. As you've met both of them before. You've been in the referee business, so you've seen a lot of the coaches, a lot of the schools, but this time kind of on a different level. It was my first time meeting them, and Brent, he might have been selling us a little bit short on his girls' team and saying that, we might have to play a little bit different, might not be able to play as fast offensively. Well, I don't know if he just didn't expect them to be playing as well as they were in the first couple games, but they're playing pretty quick offensively. They like to run and gun. Defensively, they're still trying to figure that out a little bit. They ran a little bit of zone, little man-to-man, so they're still going to try to figure that out as we're just about ready for tip-off here at the Thanksgiving Classic between the Lady Bobcats and the Eagles. The tip is up, and we're underway in Pickett County. The Lady Bobcats come away with it. It'll be Shayla Wood with the ball for the Bobcats. She'll find the point guard, the freshman point guard, Emerson Lowe. Into the corner it goes to Amonette. Back to Lowe, looking down low on a back screen. Too high of a pass, goes out of bounds, and First Baptist is going to get the ball back after the turnover by Pickett County. They're looking for Allie Amonette along that right baseline. Just threw it over her head. So the Eagles bring the ball up now, their first time with it. It's Anaya Johnson on the right wing of the Bobcats logo. Spots up a triple and banks it in.
Banks open.
So a good start for Anaya Johnson and the Eagles. We got a quick whistle, and it looks like one of the Bobcats was tying her shoe, so they're going to pause the action for now. So a 3-0 lead for the Eagles here in the early going. The bank is open on Black Friday, apparently, for Anaya Johnson. 3-0. Bobcats back with the ball. Here's Lowe on the right wing. It goes to Amonette. Shuffles it back to Lowe. Top of the key. We'll give it back to Amonette. Left open. Lets it fly from the right side and knocks it down. Allie Amonette gets her first 3 points, and we saw her do that in the first game. Knocked down 2 triples in her second game. She knocked down a couple more against Midway as well.
That's her spot too, Jacob. She loves to get to that top of the key area right there. That's her spot.
Some tough defense from the Bobcats here. It's poked out of bounds, and it's going to stay with the Eagles on the far sideline right in front of the Pickett County bench. And can't keep forgetting to mention that only 5 players for this Eagles squad. So it's going to be tough for them if Pickett County is able to get out and run like they try to do. We're tied up at 3 right now. Contact out near half court. The ball is loose. Still kind of hit around, and the Eagles come up with it with 6:57 to play in the first quarter. And now a double dribble is called on Lydia Williams, and the Lady Bobcats will have the ball going back the other way. 6:55 to go here in the first. Lowe, top of the key. Right side, it goes to Wood. Wood reverses it back to Lowe. On the left wing, it goes to Amonette. Amonette looks over. Reverse it back, gets it back on the left wing, spots up another triple. That one a little deep that time. Offensive rebound, though, for Callie Reeder, and Reeder goes back up and in. The freshman down low has been impressive through her first few games. She's scored in double figures, had a double-double against Harriman in their second game of the season. And a tie up near half court is going to be a steal. And out of bounds. It was lost by the Eagles last. The Bobcats get it back. So the Bobcats leading 5-3 with 6.5 to play here in the first quarter. And they get the ball back after the turnover. Here's Lowe, top of the key. Left side it goes to Amonette. Amonette looking inside as it's zone defense being run by the Eagles right now, so they're running along the perimeter. They've got 2 post players, one in the high post, one in the low post. Lowe, top of the key, will drift towards the right side. Skip past to Amonette on the left wing. Lets it fly. That one's a little deep. The rebound fought for, ripped away by the Eagles, trying to get out in transition. They lost it. It's loose and picked back up by First Baptist. Poked from behind, out of bounds, and it's going to stay with the Eagles underneath their own basket.
Sloppy play on both sides so far, Jacob.
First sub getting set to come in for the Bobcats is going to be Ella Kiesling as she comes in for Kaylee Tompkins, and we got our first timeout call. This one's going to be taken by First Baptist. It looks like it's going to be a full timeout, so we'll take it with them. Timeout on the court. First Baptist takes it. We're back in a minute right here on UC Sports Nation.
117 years of serving the Upper Cumberland. Not many businesses can say that. Union Bank can, and yet Union Bank keeps changing to meet the needs of today. Mobile banking, text banking, you pay bills, Union Bank makes your life easier. And when you want to dream a new home, a new business, new car, local people sit down with you to make it happen. Union Bank, Highway 111 Birdstown, also Jamestown and Clark Range. Years of service, modern tools to be your bank. Union Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
When your day-to-day work causes pain, when your daily exercise stops you cold, when picking up the groceries or your grandchild makes you ache, call Milestone. Milestone Physical Therapy improves lives. Milestone builds futures by finding the source of your pain. It's not about covering up the aches, it's about getting rid of them. Call 864-8090 for an appointment. 864-8090. Orthopedic care that improves your life. With over 20 years experience, see Laura Reagan at Milestone Physical Therapy.
Here on Pickett County Bobcats basketball. Pickett County Bobcats force a missed shot on one end. They get it on the other end. A 3 is taken by Ella Kiesling, and she knocks it down from the left corner. It's an 8-3 lead for the Lady Bobcats, and now a steal by Shayla Wood at the other end. Goes to the basket, gets fouled, and puts it in. Shayla Wood will be going to the line 4-1 after the good bucket.
I like the way she's able to take that contact and still be able to finish around the rim right there, Jacob.
First foul is going to be called on Anaya Johnson. That's the first team foul on the Eagles as well. Shayla Wood at the line, taking the first free throw. The lone senior on the squad knocks it down, and that's one thing they struggled with in the game that we got to see them play against Harriman was free throws. They got a lot better in their second game, shot it closer to 65% against Midway. Here's a steal by Wood on the top of the key. Drifting towards the other side, she'll pull up from 14 feet. That one a little short, and the rebound picked up by the Eagles with 5:15 to play in the first quarter. It's 11-3, Bobcats on top. Spin move by Johnson down low, couldn't get the finish. We got a foul on the rebound. It's going to be going the other way as the foul is called on the Eagles. I believe they're going to tag Ava Shaw with it, and they do. That's the second team foul on the Eagles and the first for Ava Shaw. 5:08 to play here in the first quarter. Bobcats with the basketball, leading by 8. A little bit different defensive look now for the Eagles. Here's Lowe. We'll take it all the way to the basket. Nobody picked her up. A miscommunication on defense, and she took it right down Broadway and laid it in for the 2 points.
That may be the easiest bucket she has all year right there, Jacob.
5 early points for the lone senior. Here's a skip pass all the way down low, and it's blocked away by Reeder on the shot attempt. And the Bobcats back in transition. Here's Lowe. Pass off to Kiesling. High off the glass and gets it to go. And one thing, Casey, you and I were impressed with last weekend was how everybody on this team, they can really finish at the rim. And we saw them do a drill in practice where they got to score, what was it, 500 points, I think, in 15 minutes or something like that?
151 baskets in 5 minutes.
That's right. So here's some defensive pressure put on by the Bobcats. The Eagles are going to take a shot from the top of the key. Anaya Johnson couldn't get it to go, and another foul on the rebound. Great box out by Callie Reeder down low. And I believe they're going to tag Ava Shaw again. And they do. So that's another thing that this Eagles team is going to run into. They only got 5 players. You can't foul out.
Yeah, depth's going to be an issue all night.
15-3 here in the first quarter. 4:09 to play. Looking down low for Reeder. Sealed off her defender. And it's going to be poked out of bounds. She couldn't get a handle on it. Almost sealed her off too well. And the pass was a little too far out in front. So a turnover by the Lady Bobcats going back the other way now. 3:58 to play in the first, 15-3. Here's a cross-court pass. It's picked off by Amonette. Amonette with her head up, finds Lowe, pass off to Kiesling, lays it up and in from the left side. Ella Kiesling already with 7 points here in the first quarter. It's 17-3 with 3:43 to play. Here's a baseball pass with the left hand all the way up to Ava Shaw. Finds the Eagles. A deep three from the left wing isn't going to go for Anaya Johnson. Check that. That was Jasmine Wheat with the shot. Bobcats at the other end. Reeder down low. Gets hounded by 4 defenders. Ball's loose on the ground and picked up by Shayla Wood for the Lady Bobcats. She's left open. She'll let it fly. That one's off the mark. No good. Rebound fought for. And finally, Anaya Johnson pulls it away for the Eagles. At the other end we go. Steps through one defender. Lays it up. Couldn't get it to go. Got her own rebound. Back up and no good. Rebound loose. Poked out. Bobcats save it back inbounds. It was going out of bounds. Now the Eagles will pick up the loose ball. Here's Jasmine Wheat with it for the Eagles on the left wing. Picks up her dribble, 3 defenders in front of her. The Bobcats a little confused on defense. Now they finally figure it out. A little bit of a zone look, a very deep triple taken by Anaya Johnson. She was out by the logo, and it didn't catch anything. It went out of bounds, and the Bobcats are going to get it back.
Yeah, I'm not sure what coach thought about that particular possession right there for the Lady Eagles.
Kaylee Tompkins is going to check back in here for the Lady Bobcats. Here's Lowe on the right wing. Check that. Wood on the right wing. Back into a zone defense look for the Eagles. Kick it outside for Kiesling for a triple from the left wing. That one's short, no good, and it went out of bounds. It was last touched off the foot of the Eagles, and it looked like Tompkins might have touched it, but I believe it hit the end line first. So the Bobcats are going to take it out underneath the basket.
With this grouping in right here, watch for KT there, 24, and Reeder. The high-low combination, they play that pretty good.
And they get it into Reeder on the inbounds, and Reeder lays it up and in for her 4th point of the contest. It's 19-3 with 2.5 to play in the first quarter. There's another baseball pass, this one straight out of bounds. Anaya Johnson was looking up for Jasmine Wheat, and she couldn't get a handle on it, and the Bobcats are going to get it back with 2:30 to play here in the first quarter. 19-3 is the lead, already 16-point lead for this Lady Bobcat squad. Here's Shayla Wood on the right wing. Wood will reverse it over to Amonette. Now left wing it goes to Kiesling. Kiesling will skip it over to Wood on the right side. They're going back to that high-low combination down low for the Bobcats. This time they get it into Kaylee Tompkins. And a little happy feet on the left side for Ella Kiesling as she gets tagged with the travel call. And a turnover by the Lady Bobcats will send the ball going the other way. So the Eagles back with it. Some full court pressure here from the Bobcats. 2 defenders in the backcourt on Anaya Johnson. Dribbles through it, steps through another defender, pass off to Jasmine Wheat, fires the triple. That one's off the mark, no good. Rebound picked up by the Eagles. This is Lydia Williams with it. Williams, middle of the lane. Kick it out to Anaya Johnson. Fires another triple off the mark, no good. Another loose rebound is being fought for. A tie-up, a jump ball, and this should stay with the Eagles, and it is. It's going to stay with them on the near sideline. We got another sub coming in for the Bobcats. Is going to be Emerson Lowe, the freshman, for Shayla Wood. So Shayla Wood getting her first rest on the bench. The inbound to Johnson for the Eagles. 1:47 to play here in the first quarter. 19-3 lead for the Lady Bobcats. Johnson driving right side, splits 2 defenders, and we got a foul call on the Lady Bobcats. That one's going to be called on Ella Kiesling, and that is going to be her first and the team's first for the Bobcats. Going to take the ball out in front of the Bobcats bench. 19-3, still the score. And they inbound it straight to Emerson Lowe. Nobody out in front of her. She'll go up and lay it in with the left hand. Well, you mentioned it. Shayla Wood had her easiest basket of the season. Emerson Lowe might have just had her easiest basket of the season right there. And those are the first 2 points for the freshman as well. Makes it 21-3. Here's Shaw on the right elbow. We'll kick it back out to Anaya Johnson into the 2-3 zone defense. Johnson drives in. She traveled with it. And we're going back the other way. Another turnover by the Eagles with 1:18 to play in the first quarter. 21-3 the advantage for the Lady Bobcats. Don't forget we will have coverage of the boys game coming up after this one. Also against First Baptist Academy. Here's Emerson Lowe with the ball for the Lady Bobcats on offense. Down low to Tompkins in the middle of the lane. Will step over to the left block and a little too hard with the left hand off the glass. No good. Eagles clear away the rebound. Johnson pulls up from 15 feet and blocked away by Reeder. In transition go the Bobcats again, 2v2. Lowe all the way to the basket. Couldn't get the lay-in to go. Rebound poked out of bounds, and it's going to go to the Eagles. You mentioned it. That was a good block by Reeder. She's had quite a few of those to start the season so far.
Really impressed with her footwork too and her positioning down low. I think getting her down there on that block and getting her some touches down there, I think it'd be really successful for the Lady Bobcats.
There's a drive by Anaya Johnson. She gets it to go, and she's the lone scorer for this Eagles squad so far. She's got 5, and it's 21-5 with 30 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. Bobcats will hold the ball and just try to slow it up for that last shot. 23 seconds and counting. They're going to move it along the perimeter. Emerson Lowe's going to hold it out near the top of the key. She'll drift out towards the half court, and now a defender's going to come out to her, try to speed her up a little bit with 13 seconds. Lowe, top of the key, all the way to the basket, gets an open lane. Might have gotten fouled. No call, but she lays it in for the 2 points. 5 seconds to play here in the first quarter. Johnson, half court, pulls up, lets it fly. Off the mark, no good. And the first quarter score reads 23-5 in favor of the Pickett County Lady Bobcats. Hot start for the Pickett County Lady Bobcats. We're going to take a short break, and when we come back, second quarter action will be coming your way.
When your day-to-day work causes pain, when your daily exercise stops you cold, when picking up the groceries or your grandchild makes you ache, call Milestone. Milestone Physical Therapy improves lives. Milestone builds futures by finding the source of your pain. It's not about covering up the aches, it's about getting rid of them. Call 864-8090 for an appointment. 864-8090. Orthopedic care that improves your life. With over 20 years experience, see Laura Reagan at Milestone Physical Therapy.
117 years of serving the Upper Cumberland. Not many businesses can say that. Union Bank can, and yet Union Bank keeps changing to meet the needs of today. Mobile banking, text banking, you pay bills, Union Bank makes your life easier. And when you want to dream a new home, a new business, new car, local people sit down with you to make it happen. Union Bank, Highway 111 Birdstown, also Jamestown and Clark Range. Years of service, modern tools to be your bank. Union Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Second quarter action underway here from Pickett County. The Lady Bobcats leading 23-5 after 1 quarter of action. The Eagles start out with it and a missed 3, but a backside rebound by Lydia Williams is back up and in. And the first 2 points of the contest for the senior Williams makes it 23-7. Everybody who played except for Kaylee Tompkins scored for the Lady Bobcats in that first quarter. Here's Lowe on the top of the key, in the middle of the zone, outside to Amonette. Deep 3 from the right side, off the back iron, no good. Offensive rebound, though, for Emerson Lowe. She'll pull it back out, kick it across over to Kiesling. She'll fire a triple. That one goes down. Ella Kiesling into double figures already. She's got 10 points in her second triple of the ball game. An open triple coming from the right side, way too deep from the Eagles. In transition, go the Bobcats. All the way up by herself is Kiesling and lays it in with the left hand. So Ella Kiesling having a hot start here in the first half, 28-7. The Bobcats lead it just a minute into the second quarter. Eagles with the ball, top of the key. Johnson, right side, will move it. Drift towards the right side, now asking for a screen. Kicks it off to Wheat. She'll let it fly. That one too hard yet again. Check that was Williams. Shelby Wood the rebound for the Bobcats. All the way to the basket at the other end. Lays it up and in is Shayla Wood. 7 points now for the senior, makes it 30-7 with 6:35 to play here in the first half. Callie Reeder's going to get set to check in at the next dead ball. Anaya Johnson walks it across the timeline, pulls up from very deep. That one's off the back iron, no good. Rebound fought for, picked up by the Eagles. Down low, Shaw, blocked away by Tompkins. Tompkins was looking for an outlet for Emerson Lowe. She wasn't ready for it. It's stolen away by the Eagles. Another missed one, and now the Bobcats cleared away. At half court is Tompkins, picks up her dribble, up to Amonette, it goes to the basket, high off the glass, too hard, and rebounded by the Eagles. Looked like she might have gotten pushed, but she was just trying to get out of the way. Now Johnson will have it for First Baptist. Step back triple from the top of the key. That one won't go, and a good rebound by Shayla Wood. Wood with her eyes up, dribbles it up the court, in the middle of the lane, puts up a little floater and banks it in off the window. Shayla Wood, another deuce. She's got 4 here in the second quarter. It's 32-7 with 5:40 to play in the first half.
Lady Eagles look tired already, Jacob. They're a little slow.
A baseball pass is thrown straight out of bounds by First Baptist. Another turnover by him, and that could be in part, like you said, due to that tiredness. They've only got 5 players, And they got to be careful, we mentioned it, of the foul trouble. They've only got 3 team fouls right now, but Ava Shaw has 2 of them. Here's a pass down low to Callie Reeder. Got open, goes up, gets some contact, gets it to go, and she'll be at the line for 1 shot. Callie Reeder has been impressive, the freshman post player down low. Very, very good footwork. I think you've mentioned it a few times. And defensively, very good as well. Keeps her hands straight up as she knocks down the freebie.
And she don't put the ball on the floor, Jacob. She gets it in there. She makes a move. She don't let the little guards come in there and swat it away. She's just going to get better as the season goes on, too, once she gets more reps.
After the free throw, it's 35-7 with 5:16 to play in the second quarter. Johnson at the other end couldn't get it to go. It goes out of bounds, and they're going to say it was last touched by the Lady Bobcats. So the Eagles will take it out underneath the basket on the left side. The inbound to Johnson, left wing, takes 1 dribble with the right hand to the right side, pulls it back left, now a step back 3. That one's no good. And rebounded by Emerson Lowe, and yep, she did. She double dribbled with it, pinned it up against her right hip as she was trying to turn around. Looked like she was going to try to pass it, thought better of it, tried to dribble, and kind of got caught in between. So it's going to be a turnover on the freshman, and the Eagles will keep it out underneath the basket. Williams will take it out on the right side, looking to inbound, almost stepped in and ends up passing it straight to the Bobcats. 4-on-1, great pass up to Shayla Wood. She'll come to a jump stop and lay it in. That's one thing that we've been pretty impressed with from Emerson Lowe as well. Just as a freshman, very, very good vision and is able to get some good passes in transition as well.
Yeah, she knows how to distribute the basketball and put people in position to score.
Johnson on the other end now for the Eagles with 4:42 to play. Another deep one from the right side. Off the back iron, no good. Tompkins the rebound, clears it away, finds Lowe, pass off to Wood, she'll drive into the basket, puts up a little 10-foot runner, couldn't get it, but Lowe has the offensive rebound. One-handed pass on the top of the key, it goes to Wood. Wood will dribble it back out, now the Bobcats will set up the offense out near half court as Lowe will look towards the direction of Brent Smith, the head coach. Kick it left side for Kiesling, high arching 3 ball is in and out, no good. Rebound loose, picked up by the Eagles with 4:13 to play in the second quarter. 37-7. Johnson, other end, dicing through the defense, puts up the little runner with the left hand and gets it to go. Hadn't scored in the second quarter yet. Those are her first 2 points. All the way at the other end, though, Shayla Wood answers right back. This Bobcats team, they like to run, and they'll run even if you make a basket. 39-9, they lead it by 30 with 3:50 to play in the first half. Johnson, top of the key, drives left side through 2 defenders, high off the glass, gets fouled, and she'll be at the line for 2 shots. I believe they're going to tag Reeder with this foul. They do, and that's the second team foul now on the Pickett County Lady Bobcats. So Nia Johnson at the line has been the majority of the scoring for this Eagle squad so far tonight, 7 points, and got to imagine that's who Coach Smith was talking about before the game, of who their all-state player might have been, and she likes to shoot it from pretty much everywhere. She's taken some deep ones here in this one.
She sure has. She's already got an offer from Oakwood University down in Huntsville, Alabama. So she's the showcase player. They're going to try to run everything through if they can.
Missed the first free throw. She'll take a second one. On the way, no good off the back iron. So 0 for 2 from the strike that time. Bobcats will bring it up the court. On the right side, new player into the game is Cambry Connor. Connor on the right wing. Emerson Lowe inside to Reeder. Faces up. Great pass down low to Tompkins, but couldn't get the finish from the right block. What a pass by Reeder from the high post to the low post.
Yeah, it's that high-low area that we've been talking about. They've worked on that. We've seen it. They can, when they execute it, they can get a bucket.
Nia Johnson going to dribble it out near half court and just kind of waste some time with 3:14 on the clock and try to bait out Cambry Connor. Goes past her. Now pulls it back out along the wing. Driving in, and it's going to be a travel on Johnson. It looks like they're playing a little bit of a gimmick defense, a little bit of a box and one, a variation of it. Instead of a true box and one, it's almost like a rectangle and one with Nia Johnson up top, as she's really the only offense so far for the Eagles.
Yeah, I'm not sure anybody else on that team's got the ability to really be a scorer, Jacob.
Good pass down low to Reeder, and actually they're going to call an offensive foul. They're going to say a little bit of an arm bar or either a hook on Reeder down low, and she's going to be tagged with her second foul. So offensive foul, the ball will go the other way. And Reeder's going to come out of the ball game for the time being. Allie Amonette checking back in.
Coach Smith didn't really like that one. I'm not sure I did either. I thought she had her posted down there, just holding, calling for the ball, and she got caught with a foul somehow. So
2:50 to go here in the first half, 39-9. Still leading by 30 are the Lady Bobcats. There's Williams on the right wing, being guarded by Emerson Lowe. Williams trying to drive right side. Good straight up defense by Lowe. Pass is almost picked off by the Bobcats. Going in for it was Kylie Aaron, who just checked in. And it looks like we got a foul call down low on the Lady Bobcats. This one's going to be called on Allie Amonette. She was trying to dive in for and kind of got in just a half second late before Jasmine Wheat had a handle on it, and she kind of caught her in the face. And so Amonette going to be called for the foul. So the inbound to Johnson. Johnson, good pass on the opposite block to Shaw. She got fouled, and she'll be at the line now for 2 shots. So another foul on the Lady Bobcats, and that's going to be Kaylee Tompkins. That's her first and the team's 5th now here in the first half with 2:28 to play. One a low arcing shot coming from the hands of Ava Shaw. Couldn't get it to go. She has been scoreless here in this game so far. Another sub coming in for Pickett County is going to be Macy Threet. Second free throw, no good, and Threet comes away with the rebound for the Lady Bobcats. Across the timeline comes Lowe. Pass off to Amonette on the right wing. Top of the key it goes. Now left wing to Aaron. Aaron back top of the key. 3 ball coming from the Lady Bobcats was Connor. Couldn't get it to go, but an offensive rebound for Emerson Lowe. Emerson Lowe, jump stop, puts up the floater. We have a whistle. And see it, 3 seconds in the lane, and that is the call.
They still call that, Jacob?
I guess so. Hey, you're the one that's, you were in that position. It's probably a little tough to pay attention to sometimes unless somebody is just camped out in that lane. So now Johnson on the other end for the Eagles. Lets another 3-ball fly. Great box out by the Lady Bobcats. That was Connor with it, but ends up giving the ball away after she got the rebound. And now the Eagles are going to have it here on the near sideline. Johnson took that 3-ball from about 25 feet, and Connor boxed her out, and it came straight to her. But then she passed it away to the Eagles and lost it out of bounds. So the Eagles will have it here on the near sideline with 1:50 to play in the first half. The inbound Johnson on the left wing. Johnson with Connor on her. Johnson drives into the basket, gets fouled, couldn't get the bucket to go, so she'll be at the line for another 2 freebies, and now the 16th foul in the first half on the Pickett County Lady Bobcats. That one's going to be called on Macy Threet, her first. So nobody really in foul trouble yet, just 2 on Reeder. Everybody else has 1. Nia Johnson at the line. Spins it on the palm, lets it fly on the first one. That one off the back iron and no good. So 0 for 3 from the stripe so far for Johnson, who is leading them with 7 points right now. 1:45 to play here in the first half. Johnson will try it again. Left hand, lets it fly and finally gets one to go. 1 for 4 on the night so far for Johnson. 1:44 to play in the first half. It's 39-10. On the right wing for Connor. We'll find Lowe. Back left side it goes to Aaron. Aaron looking inside to Threet. She lost the handle on it. Now there's a tie-up and a jump ball, and it's going to stay with the Lady Bobcats. The Bobcats will take it out along the baseline. 39-10, 1:32 to play here in the first half. The freshman Lowe will take it out alongside the left baseline. They line up in a flat 4 set. Shot fake by Threet. Puts up a little runner, and she traveled with it before she put the ball on the floor, says the far referee. And the Eagles will get it back. And we saw this in the first couple games where Bobcats get out to a big lead and then there's a little bit of a lull. How do you try to kind of motivate your players to, keep playing hard, keep running the offense, keep playing the defense in a game like this one, Casey?
Yeah, it's really tough. You get out to a big lead and you want to, the tendency is you want to take your foot off the gas or cruise a little bit. Coach over there, can tell he's trying to keep the intensity level up. I think that's the key. Just keep the intensity up as best you can. Sometimes in these kinds of games, it's hard.
69 seconds to play here in the first half. Deep 3 coming from Jasmine Wheat. No good for the Eagles. Rebounded by the Bobcats, and we got a travel call. Looked like it could have been a tie-up, but they call a travel on Kylie Aaron, so the Eagles will keep it out underneath the basket. Williams will take it out along the right baseline. Throws it over the top for Ania Johnson with under a minute to play in the second quarter. Johnson jabs to the left, will pull it back out just a little bit. Takes a high step, crosses over, drives in, and another foul call on the Lady Bobcats. They've started to pick up quite a few of those here in the last few minutes. That one a hand check called on Cambry Connor. It's her first. So now 17 fouls on the Lady Bobcats. Into the bonus go the Eagles, and it looks like the starters are going to check back in here for the final 52 seconds of the first half. Johnson at the line using her allotted 10 seconds. Might be even close to getting to that 10-second violation. Knocks down the first one.
Coach making some subs right here. Want to try to get that last possession more than likely. Work on some stuff here. Something we'll need a little deeper in the season.
51.8 seconds on the clock after the first free throw was good from Anaya Johnson. Made it 39-11. Johnson, second one on the way. Nothing but nylon again. She's 3 of 6 from the line so far. 2 of 2 that time. Here's Amonette on the right wing for the Lady Bobcats. Crosses over, skip pass over to Lowe on the left side. Skips it back to Amonette, looking down low for Shelby Wood. Check that, Shayla Wood. Now top of the key again to Lowe with 35 seconds. The Bobcats moving the ball around pretty well, looking down low to Wood. Kick it back out to Amonette, who's trying to waste some time. Take the final shot. 25 seconds on the clock and counting. The Bobcats leading 39-12.
Got a zone defense right here. Jacob, look for a wide open three if we can skip past it here, get an open shot, open look.
Emerson Lowe looking like she's going to start the offense with 12 seconds. Drives to the right side. Looking down low, a little back screen. Somehow gets the shot. Oh my goodness, it was in and out, no good from Kiesling. Here's a half-court shot coming from Johnson at the buzzer. Off the front of the iron. No good. 39-12. The halftime score between the Pickett County Lady Bobcats and the First Baptist Academy Eagles. We'll take a short break. When we come back, we'll break down some of the scores, and we'll look from the scores around the area as well. That's coming up next. Keep it tuned in right here to UC Sports Nation.
As Pickett County soars higher this year, so does Amonette Eagle Auction. When you need your property sold, there's not a better team to call. Amonette Eagle Auction has the knowledge, skills, and tools to get the most money for you and your family. Check out eagleauctions.com to find out more or to see information on upcoming auctions. You might find just what you're looking for. Thanks, Amonette Eagle Auctions. When you need to get it sold, call Amonette Eagle Auction. We soar higher.
Thanksgiving is an exciting and busy time at home. The kids are streaming movies, Dad is watching football, while Mom prepares for holiday shopping. With Twin Lakes Fiber Network, your broadband will have the capability it needs to keep up with all your family needs. No buffering, no lag time, and no missed Black Friday deals. This is Emily Gibson, your Twin Lakes sales consultant. Prepare for the holidays and give Twin Lakes a call at 1-800-644-8582 to sign up for fast and reliable broadband today. This is Emily Gibson, your Twin Lakes security sales consultant. The holiday delivery season is here. Know what's happening with Santa or the services that don't use reindeer with a high-definition camera system from Twin Lakes Security. With Twin Lakes, you can monitor deliveries in real time to ensure that your packages are safe and secure. Give me a call to talk about protecting your holiday deliveries and more at 931-528-2005 or visit us online at twinlakes.net.
T insert number C-0026.
Most insurance ads end at competitive rates, as if that's all that matters. As your local professional insurance agent, that's just where Kiesling Insurance begins. When it comes to insuring your home, your car, or your business, Kiesling Insurance offers you personalized service and advice, along with a choice of companies to fit your needs. And yes, competitive rates, too. When you need insurance, call them, or be sure and contact the team at Kiesling Insurance or visit them online at KieslingINS.com for details about life, home, auto, or business.
Back here at halftime between the Pickett County Lady Bobcats and the First Baptist Academy Eagles. Pickett County leading 39-12. You're listening to exclusive coverage of Bobcats basketball, sponsored by First Choice Family Care, Primary Care, Preventative Care, Wellness. Your choice is First Choice Family Care. People's Bank and Trust, Pickett County's community bank. People's Bank, equal housing lender, member FDIC. Kiesling Insurance, 35 years serving neighbors like you in Pickett County. Visit KieslingINS.com, Kiesling Insurance. And by Milestone Physical Therapy, improving lives, building futures by finding the source of pain. Milestone Physical Therapy. Halftime score 39-12, and pretty much what we expected, Casey, in this one. The Bobcats going to try to get out and run and try to, I guess, abuse the lack of depth from the Eagles in that first half.
Yeah, they were able to get a lot of easy looks, easy baskets. A lot of times the Eagles just can't get back on defense. They get caught in a situation where a long rebound. We've had a lot of really easy looks. My assumption is Coach Smith will continue to put the pressure on probably in the third quarter and then try to look to empty the bench in the fourth quarter, get his second group some playing time.
Let's break down the stats a little bit. The away team on the scoreboard, the First Baptist Academy Eagles, 12 points, and they were led by Anaya Johnson, the senior, with 10 of them, and then 2 from Lydia Williams. And offensively, haven't really been able to get much going. The Bobcats playing some good defense, but Anaya Johnson has really been that only offensive threat.
Yeah, they've not had a whole lot of easy looks, and she's taken some shots that I don't know if she normally hits those on a good night, Jacob. She's way out. She's pretty deep on those, further out than NBA range. So I'm not sure that's the exact shot the coach wants to get up. But, yeah, very limited options for the Lady Eagles there in the first half.
On the other side, for the Lady Bobcats, offensively, they're playing pretty well. They're doing what they wanted to do, get it out in transition, get some easy buckets in that transition. They're being led by Shayla Wood, the senior, with 13 points. She had 8 of them in that second quarter. Ella Kiesling, 12 points for her, 7 points for Callie Reeder, 3 points for Allie Amonette, 4 for Emerson Lowe. And, yeah, that's it. So the 5 starters are your 5 scorers, and they put up 39 points in that first half. And if you're Coach Smith, you got to be pretty happy, at least offensively, with what you've liked from running the offense and running that transition offense.
Yeah, they're spot on in transition. Wood leads the team in scoring. You know, she's the team leader out there. She told me last week, you know, I asked her what some team goals. They're just trying to be the best version of themselves. They don't have any lofty goals. They just want to get better every day in practice. And I really think that's what this game's all about, getting better for them.
Halftime score, Lady Bobcats lead 39-12. We're going to take a short break. When we come back, going to have some inside Pickett County, and it's going to be a pretty cool one. It's about rodeo. So if you like rodeo, keep it tuned in right here on UC Sports Nation.
As Pickett County soars higher this year, so does Amonette Eagle Auction. When you need your property sold, there's not a better team to call. Amonette Eagle Auction has the knowledge, skills, and tools to get the most money for you and your family. Check out eagleauctions.com to find out more or to see information on upcoming auctions. You might find just what you're looking for. Thanks, Amonette Eagle Auctions. When you need to get it sold, call Amonette Eagle Auction. We soar higher.
It's game night, but sniffles are slowing your MVP. Your choice is First Choice Family Care. Dad doesn't feel like a pickup game. Your choice is First Choice Family Care, 864-3232. Mom's been benched all weekend. Your choice is First Choice Family Care. Taking care of your family team all year round. Primary care, preventative care, wellness. Your choice is First Choice Family Care. Walk-ins and appointments. Your choice is First Choice Family Care. Always accepting new patients.
Welcome back here on Pickett County Basketball, inside Pickett County now, and we're with Lane Webb, and he does rodeo, and obviously kind of new for me being from Indiana, but sounds like a pretty well-known thing around here around Pickett County, and it sounds like you're pretty good at it. Kind of fill me in on what you're doing in the rodeo, and I guess how long you've been doing it, and what's so exciting about it.
Well, I've been roping since probably 8 or 9 years old, and I rope calves and steers, and then just been doing it a long time and had a lot of fun doing it and try to get better all the time.
Is it a pretty well-known, I guess, activity here in the community? Are there a lot of people that do it? I assume you're not the only person that does it here in the community at Pickett County.
No, we're probably about the only ones. There's probably 1 or 2 more people that do it, and then that's about it. And then it's not many people do it around here. Or I mean, there is a lot of people that do it, but not in this county probably.
Is this something that you do at your own home, or do you have a farm or a place that you do it on your own property, or do you go somewhere and do this? And I guess on top of that, are there competitions that you go to, and where all does that take you?
Most time we practice around, like I can ride horses at the house, but I have to go other places to practice once or twice a week, and then all the rodeos about every weekend are off somewhere else. You know, we go go somewhere about every weekend.
What's the farthest place you've gone?
I'd say probably Vegas would be the farthest. Wow. I'd say.
How long have you been doing that competitively then?
Probably around 6th, 7th grade is when I really cracked off and started going a lot.
Okay, so are you pretty good at it then too?
I don't know if I'd say that.
We always like a humble guy. Well, Lane, kind of just take me through what got you into it. I know you mentioned that you've been doing it for quite some time, but I mean, what made you want to get into rodeo and start doing that?
I don't know. I just grew up watching westerns on the TV, and then just started doing it. And my family, they train horses, and so I just always grew up around horses and riding them, and I saw the westerns and wanted to be like them on TV. So
Now, do you watch bull riding at all? Is that pique your interest whatsoever, or is that even close to rodeo and stuff that you're doing?
I'm not a bull rider, but my brother is. He rides bulls, but I don't. I just stick to the roping.
How old's your brother?
He is 12.
Okay, so your brother is 12 and he's already riding bulls.
Yes, sir.
All right, cool, Lane. Well, we appreciate the time. That's Lane Webb here at Pickett County, and that is Inside Pickett County. We'll be back in a moment on Pickett County basketball.
Going to the doctor regularly. It's not your favorite thing in the world, but it is the key to staying healthy. So schedule an annual physical with Byrdstown Medical Center, 864-3187. A lot can change in a year. Better to fix it than wonder, right? 864-3187. Byrdstown Medical Center was started by local people to take care of neighbors and friends, like you. Schedule your wellness exam now. Most insurance is accepted. Byrdstown Medical Center, the local way to stay well.
At People's Bank, home improvement loans make up a significant portion of our lending portfolio. If you've been thinking about ways to spruce up and improve your home, come talk with us. Whether you want to take on the home improvement challenge yourself or bring in some outside help, at People's Bank, we have the money you need to make your dreams come true. People's Bank and Trust Company of Pickett County, investing in the future, one customer at a time. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Back here at Pickett County, just about ready for the second half start. The Eagles are going to start out with it 39-12. The Pickett County Lady Bobcats 3-0 on the season, looking to go to 4-0 with another good half of basketball here against the First Baptist Academy Eagles. Like I said, leading 39-12 after one half of action. Here's a three from the right side coming from the Eagles. No good off the hands of Lydia Williams. In transition up to Ella Kiesling from the left side. A little too hard off the window and couldn't get the transition bucket to go that time. At the other end, Johnson throws up a little runner. That one too hard. Offensive rebound by Hannah Wheat. She couldn't get it to go. Johnson has it again for the Eagles. She'll pull it back out along the left wing. Spots up another triple. That one too deep. Another offensive rebound and got fouled. Going back up is Hannah Wheat. And Wheat is going to be at the line for two shots. So, Casey, you have a halftime speech with both teams. If you're the Eagles, what are you trying to tell your squad? You're down 39-12. What are you trying to do in this second half?
Number one, I'm trying to get back on defense and create some resistance to all these easy baskets that they're allowing. Just way too many easy buckets in the first half. If I'm the Lady Bobcats, if I'm Brent Smith, just trying to keep them motivated, keeping them encouraged, trying to keep them focused. You can get a big lead, you can get a little bit sloppy, so just trying to maintain your game right here.
1 for 2 from the stripe was Hannah Wheat, makes it 39-13. 45 seconds into the third quarter. Bobcats back with the ball on the right wing. Amonette reverses to Kiesling inside, kick out to Lowe. Lowe skip it over to the right side. Amonette spots up a triple, lets it fly, knocks it down. And Amonette knocked down a triple early on in the game. That's only her 6th point of the ball game. She's hit 2 threes. So Amonette back on the board, makes it 42-13. And you can see they're almost face guarding Anaya Johnson on that far side. Ella Kiesling on her, and they're playing a bit of a 1-3 zone, I guess you can call it, outside of that. Here's top of the key looking for Wheat. Now Williams, she'll spot up a triple. That one off to the right, wide right, no good, and it was missed so badly that it was picked up by the Eagles on an offensive rebound, and back up and in was Hannah Wheat for her 3rd point of the ball game. Quick three in transition, no good from Wood. Picked up by Lowe for the Lady Bobcats. One-handed pass down low, poked around and ripped away by the Eagles. Looked like a good look initially, but too much traffic in between. Johnson drives in to the basket, left-hand runner, no good. Rebound fought for, and the Bobcats come up with it. Out in front is Shayla Wood. Wood at the basket, jump stop, missed it. Fighting for her own rebound, it got poked out of bounds, and it will stay with the Lady Bobcats underneath. So now we see these Lady Bobcats getting a little bit careless, I guess you could say, in transition, not finishing as well as they did in the first half. Good pass inside to Reeder here, misses another bunny, but an offensive rebound high off the glass and good from Shayla Wood that time. 15 points for the senior with 5:53 to play in the third quarter. It's 44-15. Lady Bobcats on top. Don't forget, we'll have the boys game coming up right after this one. We'll have about 15 minutes in between the two games. Deep three coming from Johnson again from the left side. Off the back iron, no good. Full court pass looking for Kiesling alongside the left baseline. That time, Lowe not quite sure what she saw that time. There were 3 defenders in front of Kiesling. Tried to lead her a little bit, but Kiesling wasn't quite looking for it. And a little bit ambitious on the pass that time, you could say.
Lady Bobcats playing a little sloppy right now.
So the Eagles back with it. 5:27 to play here in the third. Williams will bring it up the court. Dribbling the ball out near the top of the key, about 5 feet behind the line, lets it fly. It wasn't even close as it was about 2 feet short. Goes out of bounds, and the Bobcats back with it. Emerson Lowe will bring it up. Across the timeline, she comes for the Lady Bobcats. Skips it over the left side for Amonette. Looking for a pass down low. Is poked away by the Eagles. Callie Reeder was open for a split second, but good defensive poke there by Hannah Wheat. But the Bobcats will keep it out underneath the basket alongside the left baseline. Emerson Lowe will take it out. Lowe throws it, trying to throw it over the top for Reeder, and this one is stolen away by Wheat. So Wheat, some good defensive hands there for the Eagles. And the Eagles back with it. Transition three coming from Johnson is good from the top of the key. Anaya Johnson finally gets her second one to go. She's got 13 points. Left side for Amonette. Amonette holds the ball above her head. Reverses it back top of the key for Kiesling. Lets a deep one fly, no good. Rebound to the Bobcats though. Reeder had it. One-handed pass over to Amonette. She'll let a three ball fly. That one short, no good. And rebounded by the Eagles, cleared away by Hannah Wheat. She'll get it up to Anaya Johnson, who comes across the timeline on the left side. Behind the back dribble, now dribbles it in front of her and will pull it back out near half court. One-handed pass to the right side for Williams with 4:27 to play here in the third. Deep three from the right side. No good from Jasmine Wheat. In transition come the Bobcats, looking for Kiesling up ahead. Lost the handle on it, and it's stolen away by the Eagles. So you mentioned getting a little bit careless of the Bobcats. Another turnover by him. And Coach Smith just shaking his head on the sideline right now. 44-18, 4:06 to play. Bobcats leading. Williams on the right side. You can tell not a whole lot of movement on this side of the court as they're probably a little bit tired. And hats off to Coach Pinckney. He's trying to put a team out there. He's trying to get them some experience. As Nia Johnson, she's a player, but she needs some help around her, and some of the girls are trying to do that right now. As a three ball from the right side, just a little bit deep from Jasmine Wheat. In transition, back go the Bobcats, and out in front was Ella Kiesling, and she gets the 2 points to go that time. 46-18, the Bobcats lead it with 3:30 to play here in the third. Nia Johnson with two defenders in front of her finally gets it across the timeline. Goes towards the basket. A good pass off to Hannah Wheat, and she lays it up and in with the right hand.
It's a nice play. It's probably the best executed play they've had all night, Jacob.
Good finish in transition for Wheat. At the other end, Wood has it. Skip pass to the right side for Kiesling. Fires up the triple and knocks it down from the wing.
She's money from right there.
Ella Kiesling likes that right side. Knocks down her third triple of the game. She's got 17. It's 49-20 with 2:57 to play here in the third. Nia Johnson bringing the ball up the floor. Runs into three defenders. Passes it all the way up to Jasmine Wheat. Another three from the right corner. Hasn't gotten one to go yet. She's taken quite a few of them. Rebound fought for. We got a tie up underneath the basket, and it's going to go in favor of the Lady Bobcats.
Callie Reeder down in there battling.
That freshman getting a lot of good playing time to start the season. Transition three coming from Amonette, no good. Down low, offensive rebound though for Lowe. We'll kick it back out to Wood, top of the key. Wood tried to go behind the back, dribbles it off her foot, and that's going to be a backcourt violation. And the Eagles going to get it back.
Coach Smith still doesn't look happy. He's standing up with his arm crossed. He's not really excited about the intensity level his team's playing with earlier in the third.
There's not too many times Coach Smith does look terribly happy. He expects a lot out of these girls, and he usually gets a lot out of them too. I shouldn't say he's not happy. He's a very enjoyable person to talk to, especially about the game of basketball. So the Bobcats on defense this time. Still coaching hard is Smith. Good pass down low to Johnson. She got fouled on the way up, and she'll be out the line. Tell you what, this Eagles team, they're not going away. They have had more offensive production here in the third quarter than most of the first half.
I like it when they take the ball to the rack. They're going to get fouled or going to get a shot on the board. I like that a lot better than this real long-range three they did in the first half.
Shayla Wood gets picked up or gets tagged with the foul that time. Second team foul here in the second half on the Bobcats. Johnson at the line, knocks down her first free throw. At halftime, she was practicing those free throws as she missed her first 3, and since then, she's made her last 4. Second one on the way, knocks it down again. So whatever she was working on, she's figured it out. She's got 15 points. It's 49-22 with 2:13 to play in the third quarter. Top of the key for Kiesling. Deep triple from the top, and that one's no good, but Amonette, the offensive rebound for the Lady Bobcats. She'll try a 3. That one no good, a little too deep. Rebound fought for, picked up by Shayla Wood. Amonette again, this time from the top of the key. Short, no good. Another offensive rebound. Reeder back up, gets fouled, and gets the bucket to go, and she's at the line for a freebie. Well, how about that? 3 offensive rebounds turns into 2 points, possibly 3. They tried 3 the conventional way. Now they're going to try it the unconventional way with Callie Reeder at the line, and it's good. That's the second time she's done that. Got fouled, got the bucket, and she's knocked down the free throw both times. Foul is called on Hannah Wheat, her first. Now 10 points into double figures goes Callie Reeder. Eagles back with the ball with 1:44 to play in the third. Deep 3 from Johnson, way off the mark, no good. Doesn't catch anything except for the end line. And the Bobcats will have the ball going back the other way with 1:39 to play in the third quarter.
Like to get a good possession right here.
Here's Amonette on the left wing, looking down low. Great seal by Reeder, and we got a foul call, and they're going to call another offensive foul on Callie Reeder. That's the second time they've got her on that, where she sealed off her defender. And I don't know if she's just pushing off just a little bit with that arm to create that separation, but I believe that's what they got on her right there as she picks up her third foul.
Point of emphasis usually early in the season, Jacob, for the officials is down low post play. So they're trying to clean that up as much as they can early in the season.
Well, she gets tagged with one right there. It's her third and the team's third in the second half. It's 52-22, 30-point advantage. Wheat from the right side flicks one up, not one no good. Last touched by the Eagles as Hannah Wheat was kind of in the way, couldn't get out of the way, and it went out of bounds. Bobcats looking to push the ball. On the right side, it goes to Kiesling. Almost had it poked away, gets it back. Wood down low being hounded by 2 defenders, and then they finally call a foul on the Eagles. I believe Anaya Johnson going to be tagged with it. It's her second. Tell you what, this Eagles team playing a pretty clean defensive ball game right now. They've only had 5 total foul calls this whole game so far. Here's Callie Reeder down low, missed the point-blank shot, and she couldn't believe it. She knew she was wide open and didn't get it to go. Rebound by the Eagles. Spin move by Johnson. Step back, blocked away by Reeder. So she makes up for the shot and gets back on defense and gets a block with under a minute to play in the third. Kiesling looking down low to Wood. Finally gets there. Left side it goes to Amonette. Fires up the triple, and she gets it to go. Allie Amonette, 9 points, and they're all coming from downtown. 55-22 with 38 seconds to play in the third quarter. Coming across the timeline is Anaya Johnson for First Baptist. Right side to Wheat, just inside the three-point line. Still couldn't get it there. Bobcats in transition. Great pass from Reeder up to Kiesling, and she lays it in. Low found Reeder at half court. Reeder found Kiesling down low, and Kiesling lays it in. 15 seconds to play now in the third, and Coach Smith is going to empty out the bench. Anaya Johnson, 3-ball, no good. Rebound loose, out of bounds. And it's going to stay with the Eagles underneath the basket. 7 seconds to play in the third, and a lineup change for the Bobcats. They've only got 10, so the other 10 players are going to come in. That's Kaylee Tompkins, Ava Kiesling, Kylie Aaron, Macy Threet, and Cambry Connor. Williams inbound to Hannah Wheat, got loose. If she faced up towards the basket, she would have had an open shot. Instead, she was facing the wrong way, and it's a tie-up. And the Eagles will have another chance at it with 2.9 seconds on the clock, down 57-22. Williams looking to get it in over the top to Johnson. Touches it on the top of the key with 2 seconds. Has to put up a shot. She does at the buzzer. Couldn't get it to go that time. And the end of the third quarter, the score reads 57-22 in favor of the Pickett County Lady Bobcats. Fourth quarter of action coming up in just a little bit right after this break. Keep it tuned in to Pickett County basketball.
Time is money, and if your car's transmission is out of sorts, if your heating and cooling system is on the fritz, if your car will not start, it's costing you time. Pryor's Auto Spot gets it repaired, work done right, on time, and that puts money back in your pocket. And Pryor's has tires to keep you running. No need to go anywhere else. Pryor's Auto Spot, 8410 Highway 111. Save time. Schedule your repair job at pryorsautosspot.com. Getting your vehicle repaired. Pryor's.
Losing a loved one can be difficult, but you don't have to go through it alone. Brown Funeral Chapel stands beside you, answering your questions, creating a plan, helping you with the budget, taking care of the details. Brown Funeral Chapel stands beside you in some of the most difficult times of your life. Neighbors and friends ready to be there for you, to remember your loved one with caring and dignity. You don't have to shoulder it all. Brown Funeral Chapel stands beside you. Brown Funeral Chapel.
Back here at Pickett County, 57-22 is the score after 3 quarters of action between the Pickett County Lady Bobcats and the First Baptist Academy Eagles. Pickett County looking to go 4-0, a complete lineup change at the end of the 3rd quarter there as they look for Kaylee Tompkins down low. A lot of contact on Macy Threet, and she's going to be going to the line. The foul called on Hannah Wheat there. So Hannah Wheat going to pick up her 2nd foul for the First Baptist Academy Eagles. And Threet going to the line. So not only are the starters playing pretty well, but now the subs getting to come in, and they've got a whole quarter of action to show what they can do. And it's a pretty deep basketball team for Coach Smith. First free throw good from Threet.
Yeah, we're going to try to build as much depth as we can. We're going to need more than 6 or 7 players this season, Jacob. We need to build some depth for later on. Good experience right here for these younger kids.
2nd free throw good from Threet as well. 2 of 2 from the stripe. And, well, when you look at it right now, Pickett County has not missed a free throw. Granted, they've only taken 5 so far. So Anaya Johnson dribbling out near half court for the Eagles. Now drives in, almost poked away by Aaron, playing some good defense. She'll pull it back out again. Johnson drives into the left side. Kick out to Williams. 3 ball on the way. No good. Rebound loose. Goes out of bounds. And the Bobcats will get it going back the other way. 59-22. 6:55 to play in the 4th quarter. Bobcats on top. Coming up right after this game, we'll have about a 15-minute break. We'll stay on the air, and we'll kind of transition into a pregame for the boys game, which will be coming up right after. A 3 ball from the left side. That one is Ava Kiesling. She's on the board with 3 points. And we'll see if we can get all the Bobcats in the scorebook here tonight. Threet and Kiesling already make that Ava Kiesling here in the 4th quarter. 6.5 to play in the 4th. 62-22. They've put up by 40 on them now for the Lady Bobcats.
We'll have a running clock the rest of the game too, Jacob.
Johnson, a 3 ball from the left side. Rebounded by Tompkins. Tompkins looking to push the issue, and it's stolen away by Johnson here on the near sideline. 2-on-1 now for the Eagles. Johnson, right hand too hard, rebounded by Williams. She got fouled, going back up with it, and she'll be at the line for 2 of them. Foul's going to be called on Kylie Aaron. It's going to be her first. So Lydia Williams going to the line has scored 2 points in this ball game so far. It's 62-22. Williams, first free throw is good. So 3 points now for the senior. Only 2 seniors, at least of the 5 that traveled with the team here tonight. Lydia Williams and Anaya Johnson, and those are two of the ones that have been taking most of the shots on the offensive side of the ball. And a quick timeout called by Freeman Pinckney with 5:54 to play. 2nd free throw good as well. 62-24. It's a full timeout. We'll take it with them. We're back in a minute right here on UC.
Most insurance ads end at competitive rates, as if that's all that matters. As your local professional insurance agent, that's just where Kiesling Insurance begins. When it comes to insuring your home, your car, or your business, Kiesling Insurance offers you personalized service and advice, along with a choice of companies to fit your needs. And yes, competitive rates, too. When you need insurance, call them, or be sure and contact the team at Kiesling Insurance or visit them online at KieslingINS.com for details about life, home, auto, or business.
Getting sick.
Is there anything worse?
When it happens, it's good to know neighbors are right there to help you.
Byrdstown Medical Center. Local people started it.
So neighbors and friends would have a place focused on wellness.
So when you're not feeling your best, get the answers.
Byrdstown Medical Center, 864-3187.
864-3187. Call them when you're not feeling your best.
Most insurance is accepted.
Byrdstown Medical Center, the local way to stay well.
Back here at Pickett County, Bobcats will come out with the ball to start out of the timeout, and it's thrown straight out of bounds as Kylie Aaron was looking for Tompkins down low, and it was a little too high, and a turnover out of the timeout taken by Freeman Pinckney. 5:37 to play here in this one. 62-24 is the score. Lady Bobcats leading and pretty much on their way to a 4-0 start. They will play again tomorrow at 2 o'clock against Monterey. We'll have coverage of it starting right about 1:45. Here are the Eagles with the ball. 3 ball coming from the left side from Williams. High off the glass, no good. Good box out by Kylie Aaron, and she'll lead the way for the Lady Bobcats. Up it goes to Ava Kiesling. Cross-court pass down low, and a good finish by Macy Threet. Threet finds her 4th point of the ball game.
Really good look by Ava Kiesling on that possession right there too, Jacob.
64-24, 4:58 to play here in the 4th quarter. Still some tough-nosed defense from these subs that have come on. I call them subs, but they're going to get just a good amount of playing time as the starters do once they start to get into the nitty-gritty of their season.
If you remember, Coach Smith told us about how gritty practice was. He really enjoyed the intensity and the competitiveness of practice lately.
Now you got to think, with so many young players on this team, there's going to be a lot of competition for starting spots. And there's finally a 3-ball from the right side from Jasmine Wheat. She's been trying it all night long. Finally gets it to go for the Eagles. At the other end, the Bobcats putting up a shot off the glass. Macy Threet through some contact. Gets a nice finish to go. She's got 6 points all here in the 4th quarter. It's 66-27. Deep 3 coming from Johnson. Hasn't been able to hit it all night long. Doesn't get it to go that time. Offensive rebound, though, for the Eagles. Johnson with it back in the middle of the lane. High off the glass, no good. And rebounded by the Bobcats. The other way we go. Cambry Connor with it. Connor looking down low to 3 through 2 defenders. Puts up a shot. Too strong. Rebound. Bobcats had it, but lost it out of bounds. And they're going to say it's going to stay with the Bobcats. 3:45 to play here in the 4th. Taking it out is Aaron. Inbound to Tompkins. Shot fake, kick it back out to Aaron. Takes the 15-foot jumper and knocks it down from the left baseline. So there's another Bobcat into the scorebook. 2 points for Kylie Aaron.
I like the way our second group's playing.
68-27. It just seems like they've kind of picked up that intensity just a little bit, and I think that's what Coach Smith wanted to see when he made that lineup change with about 7 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter. 3:19 to play in the 4th. Another deep one from Johnson. Finally gets it to go from the top of the key. She's only knocked down 3 of them so far tonight, but she has taken a lot. 68-30 with 3:07 to play in the game. Down low to Tompkins. Great pass to Threet. She got fouled on the way up, and she'll be at the line for 2 shots. Good awareness from the post players down low. There's no drop-off in production, that's for sure, when those other 5 players come in, and Threet's going to be at the line for 2 freebies. The foul called on First Baptist. They haven't posted it, and I didn't quite see who they tagged that one on. First free throw good from Macy Threet. She's 3 of 3 so far tonight. 2:35 and counting to go in this one, and nothing but nylon again for Threet.
She's had herself pretty good quarter.
Yeah, she has. 8 points now here in the 4th quarter alone. It's 70-30. 2:25 to play in the ball game. Johnson with it for the Eagles out near half court. Pass off to Williams on the left side. Skip it over to Wheat, top of the key, and a little bit more ball movement here for the Eagles. Johnson, right side triple. That one a little too deep. Good weak side rebound, but it was poked away. Kylie Aaron was boxing out the taller Ava Shaw. Couldn't get it away from her. Goes out of bounds. Last touch by the Bobcats. Poked away again by Aaron, and it's going to stay with the Eagles. Mentioned it, that intensity still there for this second squad for the Lady Bobcats. 70-30 is the score with under 2 to play now. Williams to take it out along the left baseline. Inbound to Wheat on the left wing. Good defense by Connor. Almost stolen away by Aaron. Williams drives in, picks up her dribble, looking for a skip pass. Picked off by Threet, but pokes it out of bounds. Couldn't quite keep a handle on it. And the Eagles will keep it here on the near sideline. Great defensive pressure from this second set of Lady Bobcats. Inbound to Anaya Johnson on the left wing, being guarded by Ava Kiesling. Drives in and runs into a brick wall of Threet. She gets fouled, and she's going to be at the line for 2 shots. Threet kind of put a hit on her there in the middle of the lane.
Threet's not afraid of contact. She's pretty aggressive on both ends of the court right now as well.
She likes the physicality, but she is going to be tagged with the foul that time. Her second one so far in this game. Johnson at the line for another couple of freebies. First one is good. So ever since she came out and missed 3 straight free throws, she's made 6 in a row now. Making that percentage look a little bit nicer in the second half. Still a running clock 46 seconds and counting. Johnson knocks it down again. He's turning out to have a pretty darn good game. 70-32, 38 seconds to play here in the fourth quarter. We'll see if the Bobcats just trying to hold it for the final shot or if they try to run an offense. Johnson trying to change that as she pokes it away. It goes out of bounds. As Johnson, she's not done playing. She's got a lot of competitive spirit within her.
All these First Baptist Academy kids are, Jacob. They haven't given up. They hadn't quit.
Nia Johnson, she's got 20 points in this one. 70-32. Bobcats looking to force a pass inside. Is stolen away by the Eagles. Johnson with it with 10 seconds. We'll see if she can add to her tally. Johnson, middle of the lane, drives in, floater, no good. Rebounded by the Bobcats, and that is going to be it. Kaylee Tompkins holds it. Final score, 70-32, as the Pickett County Lady Bobcats knock off the First Baptist Academy Eagles here in the first game of the Thanksgiving Classic of our coverage. And the Pickett County Lady Bobcats move to 4-0. We're going to take a short break. When we come back, we'll shortly break down this girls' game, and then we'll go into a pregame of the boys' game, which is coming up in just a little bit.
It's game night, but sniffles are slowing your MVP. Your choice is First Choice Family Care. Dad doesn't feel like a pickup game. Your choice is First Choice Family Care, 864-3232. Mom's been benched all weekend. Your choice is First Choice Family Care. Taking care of your family team all year round. Primary care, preventative care, wellness. Your choice is First Choice Family Care. Walk-ins and appointments. Your choice is First Choice Family Care. Always accepting new patients.
117 years of serving the Upper Cumberland. Not many businesses can say that. Union Bank can, and yet Union Bank keeps changing to meet the needs of today. Mobile banking, text banking, you pay bills, Union Bank makes your life easier. And when you want to dream a new home, a new business, new car, local people sit down with you to make it happen. Union Bank, Highway 111 Birdstown, also Jamestown and Clark Range. Years of service, modern tools to be your bank. Union Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
This is David Price, your Twin Lakes Business Solutions Consultant. The holidays are a wonderful time to count the many blessings of this year. And if you're a small business owner, it's also time to be planning for next year. Twin Lakes would love to help with fast, reliable, gig speed broadband and voice packages, all at prices that will have you counting even more blessings. Give me a call today at 931-476-2151 or visit twinlakes.net to learn how Twin Lakes can transform your business today.
Time is money, and if your car's transmission is out of sorts, if your heating and cooling system is on the fritz, if your car will not start, it's costing you time. Pryor's Auto Spot gets it repaired. Work done right, on time, and that puts money back in your pocket. And Pryor's has tires to keep you running. No need to go anywhere else. Pryor's Auto Spot, 8410 Highway 111. Save time. Schedule your repair job at pryorsautospot.com. Getting your vehicle repaired. Pryor's.
Welcome back here on the Pickett County, your home for Pickett County basketball, I should say. It's UC Sports Nation on our YouTube channel, Stonecom Radio. My name's Jacob Vincent, Casey Bolden to my right. Let's quickly go through the Pickett County Bobcats from UCSportsNation.com. Today's game sponsored by First Choice Family Care. When you're on the injury report, your choice is First Choice Family Care, 864-3232. By Kiesling Insurance, auto, home, life, business insurance, protecting families like yours with the best coverage. Kiesling Insurance. Pryor's Auto Spot, saving you money on your next set of tires. Auto repairs, diesel to Pryor's Auto Spot, Highway 111. And by People's Bank, Pickett County's community bank. Investing in the future, one customer at a time. People's Bank. Casey, first game final score was 70-32. We saw a lot of good play from the Pickett County Lady Bobcats and the Eagles. They played a little bit better in the second half as well. Your final thoughts on that first game?
Yeah, it's a good tune-up, Jacob. It's a great way to get our players some extra reps. As you mentioned in the open, we got a lot of really young folks on our team. Just trying to figure out that chemistry, that combination. I think we got some stuff accomplished right there. I think we did have an area of the game where we lacked some intensity. And I'd like to see us pick that up a little bit. I thought the second group came in the fourth quarter. Thought they played really well. I thought they picked up the intensity level, cleaned up some stuff that maybe the starters weren't doing. So overall, I thought it was a great game. Got all the players in. I think we almost got everybody in the scoring column. So overall, I thought it was a great game for the Bobcats.
Yeah, almost everybody. They had 10 players play, and they had 8 players score, so everybody but 2 players. We'll quickly go through the stats for them. Leading scorer tonight was Shayla Wood. Or check that, Ella Kiesling. She had 19 points, 15 for Shayla Wood, 10 for Callie Reeder, 9 for Allie Amonette, 4 for Emerson Lowe, 3 for Ava Kiesling, 2 for Kylie Aaron, and 8 for Macy Threet. All of those coming in the fourth quarter. The First Baptist Academy Eagles, they were led by Anaya Johnson. She had 20 points. Jasmine Wheat had 3. 5 points for Hannah Wheat and 4 points for Lydia Williams. Final score 70-32. The Pickett County Lady Bobcats improved to 4-0, and they will take on Monterey tomorrow at 2 o'clock in the final game of their Thanksgiving Classic. We'll have coverage of that as well. The boys are on the court. They are getting ready. Pickett County 1-1. First Baptist 3-1, and this is a much different First Baptist team than last year. We're going to break it down in just a little bit right on the other side of this break. Keep it tuned in to UC Sports Nation.
At People's Bank, home improvement loans make up a significant portion of our lending portfolio. If you've been thinking about ways to spruce up and improve your home, come talk with us. Whether you want to take on the home improvement challenge yourself or bring in some outside help, at People's Bank, we have the money you need to make your dreams come true. People's Bank and Trust Company of Pickett County, investing in the future, one customer at a time. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
When your day-to-day work causes pain, when your daily exercise stops you cold, when picking up the groceries or your grandchild makes you ache, call Milestone. Milestone Physical Therapy improves lives. Milestone builds futures by finding the source of your pain. It's not about covering up the aches, it's about getting rid of them. Call 864-8090 for an appointment. 864-8090. Orthopedic care that improves your life. With over 20 years' experience, see Laura Reagan at Milestone Physical Therapy.
Back here at Pickett County, and final score of the girls' game, 70-32. We're getting ready for the boys' game, and before we break that down, we've got some scores from around the area. We told you about them in the pregame of the girls' game, but let's go through them one more time for the UC Sports Nation. A lot of games going on today. We also have an update on the Upperman football game. Before we get there, Casey, what do you got for basketball?
Yeah, around the area here, we got girls' finals. We've got Livingston 63. They beat up on West today, 63-16. Upperman girls also really strong performance against Green Hill. They win 56-32. The Cookeville Lady Cavs over Murfreesboro Central Magnet 58-42. Other finals on the boys' side, we've got Smith County 64 against Monterey 50. We watched that game earlier. And also on the boys' side, we got Upperman 57. They played Franklin Classical School, beat them 57-32. A little later, 7:30 tip-off, Clay County, Jackson County. 7:30 tip-off DeKalb County at Warren County. Then, Jacob, we've got the big football game. We've got an update here with looked like 5 minutes to go in the first quarter. Upperman's down to Elizabethton 10-0 in that 4A state semifinal game.
So we'll try to keep you up to date on that one. Obviously, we got a big one in front of us here. The Pickett County Bobcats 1-1. The First Baptist Academy Eagles 3-1, and all 4 of their games have been close. They've been very competitive. This is a much different First Baptist team. We're going to hear from Coach Amonette here in a little bit talking about them. They brought in 5 transfers from around the area. They've got a 6'8" and a 6'7" kid. They're going to be tall, they're going to be fast, they're going to be athletic, and it's going to present another challenge for this Bobcats team, who they've got a forfeit win against Oneida in their first game, and then in their second game against Cookeville, a game probably could have won. Ended up falling a little bit short. We'll hear from Coach Amonette as he breaks it down just a little bit too, but they were held short. They didn't have Zach in that first one. He is going to play. We don't know how much or in what capacity, but he is going to play a little bit here in this one. Casey, what do you expect from this game between the Bobcats and the Eagles?
Yeah, well, when you look at the Eagles lineup or their roster, they got 7 seniors on the team. Their coach has got a background of basketball. He comes from a pretty good basketball family. I'm sure he's got some folks that he's talked into coming to play for him. It's a D2 school, so there's no recruiting issues there. It looked like they really get the ball up and down the court. Jacob, they're averaging about 85 points a game, put up 92 in their first game against Jellicoe in an overtime game. So I see 2 teams that probably play a very similar style. As you know, Pickett County loves to get up and down the court, play man-to-man, 94 feet all over the court. They shoot a lot of threes. I'd anticipate the other team to do a lot of the same tonight. So probably a little mirror image of Pickett County. It'll be interesting to see how the game unfolds.
What I think is going to be interesting to see for Pickett County, they didn't have Zach in that first game. They wanted him to get rested up a little bit more. He is going to be playing tonight. Obviously, Zach Amonette, a tremendous player a year ago as a junior, averaged 22 points. He was an all-state player. Led them to the state tournament and in Middle Tennessee, and they lost in that first game. But this is a very, very good Pickett County team. They get Zach back, their best offensive scorer and probably their best player as well. What do you expect to see from him, depending on how much he plays in this game?
Yeah, so I've known Zach and the family for a long time. He's a great leader. He's a great cheerleader over on the sideline when he's not able to get in. I think the younger kids have probably learned a lot from Zach just in terms of his work ethic. He brings his lunch pail every day. He wants to instill that within the program just in terms of how hard he works. You know, he's probably going to show a little rust. He doesn't have any game action in about 5 or 6 months, so I anticipate he'll be a little rusty. Don't know if he'll be on a pitch count from his coach or not, but when he does get in the game, I look for him to score often, but look for some of that rust early on.
Well, we're going to hear from his brother here in a little bit, but before we get there, we're going to take a short break. Keep it tuned in to UC Sports Nation.
As Pickett County soars higher this year, so does Amonette Eagle Auction. When you need your property sold, there's not a better team to call. Amonette Eagle Auction has the knowledge, skills, and tools to get the most money for you and your family. Check out eagleauctions.com to find out more or to see information on upcoming auctions. You might find just what you're looking for. Thanks, Amonette Eagle Auctions. When you need to get it sold, call Amonette Eagle Auction. We soar higher.
Losing a loved one can be difficult, but you don't have to go through it alone. Brown Funeral Chapel stands beside you, answering your questions, creating a plan, helping you with the budget, taking care of the details. Brown Funeral Chapel stands beside you in some of the most difficult times of your life. Neighbors and friends ready to be there for you, to remember your loved one with caring and dignity. You don't have to shoulder it all. Brown Funeral Chapel stands beside you. Brown Funeral Chapel.
This is a much different First Baptist Academy squad from last year, but first I want to dive into the start of this season. We'll go back here on Pickett County basketball, talking with Will Amonette, a senior on this Pickett County basketball squad. And Will, 1-1 coming into this one as you get ready for First Baptist Academy, and this is a much different First Baptist Academy squad from last year. But first I want to dive into the start of this season. You're a senior. You got a lot of family on the team this year. What's kind of the feeling like coming into this season with the high expectations, with those family ties, and how excited are you to finally just get going?
I'm very excited to get going. It's going to be a special season, I believe, and it's going to be a lot of fun.
You guys already had a pretty competitive game against Cookeville and a fun one. Obviously, you guys, I'm sure, wanted to win that game. What's something that you learned from your team in that game, especially playing without Zach, that is maybe a positive that you pulled from that game?
I believe our team has a lot of grit. I believe we won the rebounding battle, and it shows how much effort we give.
Yeah, I mean, you guys were only playing about 5 or 6 players throughout that game, obviously undersized to a really big Cookeville team. Going forward, getting ready for this First Baptist game, what's something you guys have been working on in practice that you're going to try to do tonight and make sure is good against this Eagle squad?
We've been working on the little things, our good passes, making sure we block out the right way, closing out the right way is what we've been working on.
And how interesting is it, too? Obviously, you and Zach have been playing together forever, but now your other younger brother gets to play on the squad as well. And, I mean, he played pretty well in the first one against Cookeville. How cool is it to have the 3 of you playing on the same court, especially playing for your dad this year?
Oh, it's a lot of fun. It's the first time all 3 of us have been on the court together, and with that, it's just special to have us all here playing.
That's senior Will Amonette, a guard with the Pickett County basketball team, and we're back in a moment on Pickett County basketball. Welcome back here on Pickett County basketball, joined now by head coach Joseph Amonette of the Pickett County boys. Coach, 1-1 on the season, coming off the loss against Cookeville in your guys' home opener. I want to break that one down a little bit. It was a really competitive game, obviously playing without Zach, so you don't have that score. But you guys had control of that ball game until about the fourth quarter. Just kind of take me through that fourth quarter. Seemed like maybe some missed free throws, maybe a couple bunnies missed in the end. But kind of what was it in the end that, I guess, did you guys in?
You know, I think probably, we played 6 people in our rotation, and they played 12. And I think toward the end of the game, you saw that. They missed free throws, and we missed some free throws. They probably missed them because they're not quite as good as free throw shooters in ours. We had kids that were cramping at the line a little bit, and fatigue, I felt like, probably slipped into that a little bit, just due to the rotation of playing, school with 190 playing against a school of 2,300. They had a few more guys that could go a little deeper than we could, and I think that made the difference.
Now, obviously, playing without Zach, that changes up your guys' rotation. You mentioned it, getting a little bit tired. Is there something that you were pleasantly surprised with from that game? And, I mean, they played fairly well, especially without Zach, at least offensively from my perspective. What do you think about how the team played without Zach? And I guess, does it kind of give you a little bit of hope if one of your players goes down, somebody else is going to step up in their spot?
Oh, absolutely. I of all the teams I've coached, this has got the most talent offensively. And I think we shoot the ball really, really well, and we pass the ball really well. And I think you saw that in the Cookeville game. We're a team that makes the extra pass, and I think we hit 10 three-pointers in that game, and we get open shots because we can pass and shoot so well. We spread the floor. And I thought we had some kids step up and make some shots, and had some freshmen that played a lot of minutes in their very first game, and I thought that was really, really good for us to grow as a team.
So Zach didn't play in the first game, but it sounds like he's going to play tonight. Just kind of break that down for me. What you expect from him, how much he's going to play, stuff like that.
We'll see. I don't know. Today is day 150, exactly 5 months since his surgery, which is about 4 months quicker than anybody else usually comes back. He looks good in practice. He's been practicing with us since November 1st, full contact since November the 7th. He's not had an opportunity to scrimmage. He's not had an opportunity to play against anybody. So, I just want to kind of get him in, give him an opportunity to get his feet wet, and then, at this point, it gets to be a mental thing. I think he needs to see himself have a little success and get back in the rotation a little bit, and that's what we're hoping to do tonight.
Well, you're taking on a good team tonight. You got First Baptist Academy coming in, much different team than last year, a team that you played, and they've added a few players. What do you know about them, and what have you guys been working on in practice to get ready for them here tonight?
They're a completely different team than they were a year ago. I think they have 5 or 6 transfers from the public school system there in Knoxville. They have 12 kids that they can play, and they usually play 12 every game. They have 2 bigs inside, 1'6'8", 1'6'6". They're very athletic. They have a lot of speed, and we're trying to play our game. And at this point in the season, I spend more time worried about us than I do the other team. So we're just going to try to execute and play the way that we want to play, and hopefully come out and compete at a real high level.
That's head coach Joseph Amonette with the Pickett County Bobcats. We'll be back in a moment on Pickett County basketball.
At People's Bank, home improvement loans make up a significant portion of our lending portfolio. If you've been thinking about ways to spruce up and improve your home, come talk with us. Whether you want to take on the home improvement challenge yourself or bring in some outside help, at People's Bank, we have the money you need to make your dreams come true. People's Bank and Trust Company of Pickett County, investing in the future, one customer at a time. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
When your day-to-day work causes pain, when your daily exercise stops you cold, when picking up the groceries or your grandchild makes you ache, call Milestone. Milestone Physical Therapy improves lives. Milestone builds futures by finding the source of your pain. It's not about covering up the aches, it's about getting rid of them. Call 864-8090 for an appointment. 864-8090. Orthopedic care that improves your life. With over 20 years experience, see Laura Reagan at Milestone Physical Therapy.
We're just about ready for action between the Pickett County Bobcats and the First Baptist Academy Eagles. Let's get you those starters. The away team on the scoreboard, the First Baptist Academy Eagles, 3-1 on the season. Head coach is Freeman Pinkney in his first season. Number 3 is a senior, Jace Johnson. Number 5, a junior, Zachary Helton. Number 11, a senior, Alton Perry. 23 is a sophomore, Cooper Roberts. 55, a senior, Kadell Robinson. And I believe that's it. That's 5 of them. On the other side, Pickett County Bobcats, a little bit of a change. Zach Amonette, the senior, the All-State player, is going to be starting in this ballgame in place of Heath Wattenbarger. It'll be Will Amonette, number 3, their other brother, Jacob Amonette, number 11, Caleb Lowhorn, number 23, and Hunter Wattenbarger, number 34 as well. This one is going to be fun. Caleb Lowhorn up in the middle to tip it off against Kadell Robinson. And, none of the big guys out on the court yet for this First Baptist squad, so going to be very quick, I believe, to start this one. We're underway at Pickett County. The Bobcats start off with the ball. Here's Wattenbarger with it. Move it to Zach, top of the key. Moves it left side to Will. Will gets a screen from Lowhorn, gives it back to Lowhorn. Skip pass over to Hunter Wattenbarger. 3 ball on the way, that one goes down. We were impressed with Hunter Wattenbarger in their game last weekend. He was taking a couple of tough shots, gets an open one right there, and knocks it down from the corner. It's a 3-0 lead for the Bobcats.
Yeah, he's gritty and tough. He loves to shoot that longer mid-range. He's really the motor of this team, I think, Jacob.
Eagles on the other end. A hand check foul called on Will Amonette. That's going to be his first. So the Eagles will take it out underneath the basket. Alton Perry, the ball handling duties, will take it out underneath on the right baseline. Lowhorn is going to draw an offensive foul on Cooper Roberts. Just kind of bull rushed him, essentially. That's the best way to describe it. Lowered his head and tried to run through Lowhorn. And Lowhorn, he plays like he's 6'4", 250. He's a big dude out there, but he's probably only about 6 foot, maybe 185.
There we go, full court pressure right here, just like we thought, Jacob.
Bobcats with it. They come across the timeline. Jacob with it into Zach. Down low to Lowhorn. Lost the handle on it. Got it back out to Zach. Zach reverses it to his brother Jacob. The 3 Ammonettes on the court right now. Zach on the right wing. Spot up, triple on the way. Couldn't get it a little bit deep, but it was right on line. In transition goes Roberts. Picks up his dribble. Will pass it off to his teammate Helton. Helton out between the circles to Alton Perry. Perry between the circles will set up the offense with 6:55 to play in the first. Perry moves it to the right wing, gets a screen, pulls up for a triple. It's deep, no good off the glass, and rebounded by the Bobcats. Will bring it up the court. Will, top of the key, drives in towards the basket. Kick out to Zach. 3 ball on the way again. This time he gets it to go, and Zach Amonette finds his first 3 points of the season. 6-0 lead for the Bobcats.
Didn't take him long to shake that rust.
No, it did not. He gets the start, and he finds 3 points. The senior who averaged 22 a ball game a season ago. 6:23 to play here in the first. Top of the key, Perry with it. Drives it to the right side. Pass off to his counterpart in Helton. Helton, kick out. Top of the key, 3 ball from Roberts, no good. Good box out by Jacob Amonette, but couldn't handle it. It went into the hands of Robinson, and Cadell Robinson will find his first 2 points for the Eagles at 6-2. Some more full court pressure from First Baptist. Will breaks it easily to the basket. One-handed runner, couldn't get it to fall, and he looks to be shaken up a little bit as he's jogging back down the court, now getting back down there. Here's Cooper Roberts, 3 ball. That one is good from First Baptist, and just like that, it's a 1-point ball game, 6-5. Bobcats on top by 1. Will skip it over to Jacob along the baseline. Now Will comes across the timeline, up to Zach, down low to Lowhorn. Shot fake, goes up, and he traveled with it. Good shot fake, but couldn't keep his feet underneath him. Really a good block attempt from the First Baptist to try to alter the shot, and a turnover by Caleb Lowhorn. They're going to bring in Heath Wattenbarger as well. So we got the 3 Ammonettes, and we got the 2 Wattenbargers. So pretty easy name-wise for us to call, at least out on the court for the Bobcats.
We got some brotherly love going on out there right now.
6-5, 1-point advantage for Pickett County. 5:26 to play in the first quarter. Perry with it, top of the key, to the basket, all the way to the rack, lays it up, no good, and Hunter Wattenbarger the rebound. Up to Will it goes. Will, middle of the lane, pulls up, puts up a wild shot, somehow gets the runner to go. A good finish for Will Amonette. 8-5 lead for the Bobcats, up by 3. 5 minutes to play here in the first quarter. The Eagles getting set to bring in their first sub. You heard from Coach Amonette before that they're going to use probably 12 players. Robinson shuffled his feet. We're going the other way. He had a tough shot right there, too. First sub coming in for the Eagles is going to be Travis Robinson. He checks in for Zachary Helton. 8-5 lead for the Bobcats. They'll get the ball after the turnover by the Eagles. 4:57 to play in the first. Will Amonette picks up his dribble. Pass over to his brother Jacob as he comes across the timeline. Comes to a jump stop. Will find Hunter Wattenbarger looking down low for his brother Heath. Heath backing down, kick out Jacob. Jacob drives in, skips it over to Hunter. A shot fake, sidestep, lets the 3 ball fly and knocks it down. What a pretty move, Hunter Wattenbarger. His second 3 ball of the game makes it 11-5.
Great shot fake. He got the guy up in the air, just stepped back, knocked down a 3.
A little bit of juice here in the gym. 11-5 lead for the Bobcats. Roberts picks up his dribble. Will pass off to Jace Johnson for the first time. Here's Robinson. Robinson drives in, kick out. Roberts, 3 ball on the way again. That one off the mark, no good. Zach, the rebound for the Bobcats. Amonette brings it up, top of the key. Kick out to Jacob on the right wing. Drives in, spins around to the basket, lays it up and in with the right hand. A pretty move from the freshman, his first 2 points.
Taking it to the rack.
13-5, 3:58 to play in the first. This Bobcats team feeling it so far against a very good First Baptist squad. Alton Perry between the circles for the Eagles. Drives it to the right side, gets a switch off onto Hunter Wattenbarger. A little bit taller, and I don't think he realizes Wattenbarger, he can move. Robinson will pull it back out now for the Eagles with 3:39 to play in the first. Roberts picks up his dribble. Into the corner it goes to Robinson. Travis Robinson takes a deep one. That one no good. And the rebound, last touch by the Bobcats, out of bounds. Another sub coming in. Here comes one of the big boys for the First Baptist Eagles. As that's going to be Omarion Thomas. Towering over everybody. They find him right away. A whistle before the shot. They're going to call a foul on the Bobcats. He got the shot to go, but they call it on the ground.
He's going to be at least 2 to 3 inches taller than Wattenbarger.
Foul called on Heath Wattenbarger, his first. They inbound to Travis Robinson. He drives into the basket, puts up the runner, got it to go. And one of the Ammonettes down low took a hard fall. It was Will Ammonette. He tried to take a charge, and he slammed his head on the hardwood as he tried to take the charge, didn't get the call. A good basket from Cadell Robinson. So 4 points for him. And Will Ammonette stands up and is trying to rub it off. He's going to bend over and just try to take some time here. He's going to, can't tell if he's going to stay on yet. And
looks like we got a sub at the table there,
yeah.
Jacob.
Oh, yeah, there's Lowhorn. Yeah, Will is struggling right now.
He's a little shook up right now.
He hit his head pretty hard on the hardwood. He's going to come off, and he got shaken up pretty hard. They're going to check him out for the time being. So Will checks out. Caleb Lowhorn back in. 13-7. Bobcats lead after the good basket. Good pass down low here for the Bobcats. Hunter couldn't get it to go. Heath trying to rebound it. He gets it. Zach Ammonette left open for a triple. Off the mark, no good. And a rebound by the big fella down low, Omarion Thomas for the Eagles. Up it goes to Travis Robinson. Dials up the triple. That one deep, no good. Rebound loose on the ground. Last touch is going to go to the Bobcats. So the Bobcats back with it. 2:53 to play here in the first quarter. Quick pace in this one. 13-7. Bobcats leading by 6. Zach open in the corner on the right side for the time being. Picks up his dribble. Pass at the feet of Heath Wattenbarger. Too tough to handle. Goes out of bounds. Last touch by the Bobcats, and the Eagles with the ball back. So after a really good flow for the Bobcats offensively, a couple of errors here in the last few possessions.
Couple of empty possessions there. We got to get a little crisper on our pass down to the low block area.
Split the defenders is Perry. Kick out to Roberts. Deep three from the left side. Couldn't get it to go that time. He's 1 of 3. Tried to look up ahead for Zach Ammonette. Couldn't get it to him was Wattenbarger and turned over. Eagles at the other end. Down low. Kick out. And good hands by Zach Ammonette as the Eagles were trying to find Bradley Miles on the left wing. Poked away by Zach. And the Eagles will keep it on the near sideline. The inbound to Cooper Roberts. Perry will have it again.
Looks like we're going to a little 1-3-1 right here.
Zone look for the Bobcats. Down low it goes to Thomas. Couldn't get it. Tried to get his own rebound. He does. Goes back up. Through some contact. No good. And now he gets the over-the-back call. That's the one thing they're going to run into. This Bobcats team usually pretty good about boxing out. And draws the foul on Omarion Thomas that time. Omarion Thomas, his first and the team's second.
Got to put a body on him, get him out away from the goal a little bit.
13-7, Bobcats still leading. Zach Ammonette, handoff to Jacob. He'll drive in through some contact, put up a little runner, too strong. Lowhorn skies for the rebound. Kick out to Wattenbarger. Hunter will pull it back out between the leg, crossover. Skip pass over to Jacob Ammonette, will fake it 3, back to Hunter. He fakes a shot, drives in, a reach around, and that's going to be a foul call on Bradley Miles. He did poke it away, but he caught some body in the process. And the Bobcats will have it out underneath the basket with 1:43 to play in the first quarter. 13-7. Still a 6-point lead for the Bobcats. A little bit of a lull offensively for both sides. Inbound to Zach Ammonette. 15-foot jump shot. No good. And an offensive foul called on Caleb Lowhorn, who was trying to set a screen to get Ammonette open. And Lowhorn tagged with his first foul.
It's another one of those plays that the officials are trying to clean up early in the season. Illegal screens, post play down low.
1:35 to play in the first quarter. 13-7 the lead for the Bobcats. Some more zone look defensively here for Pickett County. They get it to Robinson. Cadell passes off to Omarion Thomas. Great pass and a good finish for Thomas. His first 2 points makes it 13-9. Here's Jacob Ammonette with the ball. Handoff Zach. 3 ball on the way. That one short, no good, and it will go out of bounds as it hit the top of the backboard and rolled over. So 3 threes taken from Zach, all on that right wing. He's only knocked down one of them. He's got 3 points. And the Eagles back with the ball with 1:15 to play in the first. Not much of a flow from either side right now. 13-9. Over to Roberts. Middle of the court, it goes to Robinson. Will drive in, comes to a jump stop, and they're going to say he traveled with it. And good defense by Caleb Lowhorn. Down low yet again. We talked about it. His defensive pressure is really, really good.
Yeah, I like Lowhorn. I like his defense. I like his rebounding ability, too. He doesn't just get loose ball rebounds. He goes up in the middle of traffic and is able to secure rebounds. So I really like that about him.
Third different sip of the game comes in for the Eagles is Colton Lee. Under a minute to play in the first quarter. It's 13-9. Bobcats on top by 4. Lowhorn into 2 defenders looking to pass out. Finds Jacob Amonette on the left wing. We'll give it back out to Hunter between the circles. Hunter finds Heath at the top of the key. Shot fake, kick out Zach. Same spot, fires it away. In and out, no good. And an offensive rebound by Lowhorn. High post, kick out to Jacob Amonette. They're going to slow it up for the time being. 30 seconds on the clock. We'll see if they can try to get that final shot yet again. So now 1 of 4 for Zach from that right wing. Definitely likes that right side shot. Just hasn't been able to quite knock it down. Good poke away here by Bradley Miles. Eagles take it to the hoop and get it to go. Bradley Miles, good steal on the freshman Jacob Amonette, and Miles finds his first 2 points. 12 seconds now, 13-11. Zach Amonette with the ball, gets a screen, drives in, high post to the basket. Good defense, kick out to Hunter with 4 seconds. 3 ball in the way, deep, no good. Rebound picked up by the Eagles, and there is no shot at the buzzer. As the buzzer sounds, and the Bobcats lead it after 1, 13-11. They led by as many as 7, but the Eagles back into it. We're back in a moment, right here on UC Sports Nation.
Time is money, and if your car's transmission is out of sorts, if your heating and cooling system is on the fritz, if your car will not start, it's costing you time. Pryor's Auto Spot gets it repaired, work done right, on time, and that puts money back in your pocket. And Pryor's has tires to keep you running. No need to go anywhere else. Pryor's Auto Spot, 8410 Highway 111. Save time. Schedule your repair job at pryorsautospot.com. Getting your vehicle repaired. Pryor's.
Losing a loved one can be difficult, but you don't have to go through it alone. Brown Funeral Chapel stands beside you, answering your questions, creating a plan, helping you with the budget, taking care of the details. Brown Funeral Chapel stands beside you in some of the most difficult times of your life. Neighbors and friends ready to be there for you, to remember your loved one with caring and dignity. You don't have to shoulder it all. Brown Funeral Chapel stands beside you. Brown Funeral Chapel.
Welcome back to Pickett County. Very competitive first quarter. We thought it was going to be close. The Bobcats reeled out to a 6-point advantage, 13-7. But then a little bit of a run put on by the Eagles at the end of the quarter there makes it 13-11 as we start out this second quarter. Eagles with the ball. Here's Thomas, left baseline. Spin move, falling away from the basket. Great defense by Lowhorn. Was able to alter it just enough to miss the shot on Thomas. Will Amonette is back into the game. Here's Zach Amonette, step back triple, thought about it, now passes it off to Heath Wattenbarger, spins around into some defense, kick it out to Zach, 3 ball from the left side, that one short, no good, and a rebound by the Eagles. Miles with his eyes up, poked away for the second, and then picked back up by the Eagles. That's Colton Lee with the ball, down low, couldn't get it to go, followed by Roberts, no good, rebound still loose, finally picked up by the Bobcats. Out in front is Hunter Wattenbarger, he'll go underneath the basket, lay it up and in with the right hand. Hunter Wattenbarger with 8 points for the Bobcats. At the other end is Cooper Roberts. Reverse it back to Perry. Skip it over to Miles. Now on the right side to Lee. Skip it back to Roberts. Left open. Lets it fly and knocks it down. His second triple of the ball game. He's got 6 points, and it's 15-14. Bobcats still leading by 1. Here's Heath Wattenbarger with it. Drives it to the right side. Back up by Zach. A jump stop. Kick out to his brother Will. 3 ball in the way. In and out and no good. Rebound by Amarian Thomas. Cleared away by Perry now. 6:40 to play in the second quarter. One-handed pass down low to Colton Lee. Underneath the basket, left hand no good. It was a nice move but couldn't get the finish. Bobcats will clear it away. Will Amonette across the timeline, pushing the issue. Finds Zach on the right corner. Back out to Will. A mismatch. Goes past Thomas. Trying to pass it off to his teammate, and it's stolen away by Perry, and Perry will go over and lay it in at the other end, and the Eagles take their first lead of the ball game, 16-15, and a 30-second timeout taken by Joseph Amonette. So 6:15 to play here in the second quarter, and just like that, the Bobcats down by 1. Pickett County Bobcats basketball. Today's game is sponsored by Byrdstown Medical Center, the local way to stay well. Local experts taking care of local people. Byrdstown Medical Center. Brown Funeral Chapel, Brown stands beside you. At those difficult moments of life, count on Brown Funeral Chapel. By Union Bank, serving Byrdstown, Jamestown, and Clark Range. More than 117 years of serving the neighbors of our hometown. Member FDIC. And by Milestone Physical Therapy, orthopedic care that improves your life. Call 864-8090 for an appointment. That is Milestone. 6:15 to go here in this one. 16-15 is the score, and the Bobcats offensively starting to slow down a little bit, it seems like.
Yeah, we've hit a little drought. We've went several possessions that were empty for us. Had a couple of turnovers there. Really need a good basket right here. I'm sure Coach Amonette called a good timeout right there. We got a good play set up. We want to get a bucket right here and get right back on the right track.
So Eli Reagan checks in for the first time for Pickett County out of the timeout. Zach Amonette looking for a screen. Pass off on the slip screen by Hunter Wattenbarger, and there's your play you talked about, and it was a good one. Hunter Wattenbarger into double figures already with 10. 17-16, Bobcats back up by 1. 5:56 to play in the second quarter. Cooper Roberts, fake three, drive in, almost got it poked away, and there's going to be a foul called on the Bobcats. I believe Zach's going to be tagged with this one. And that is going to be Zach Amonette's first foul. Team's fourth. The inbound to Roberts. Quick triple from the right side. Short, no good. Good rebound by Hunter Wattenbarger. One-handed pass up to Zach. Zach looking ahead to Heath. Heath jump stop, falling away. Couldn't get the finish. And Eagles going back the other way now. Here's Cadell Robinson at the basket. Lays it up. Got the foul, but couldn't get the finish. And he'll be at the line. Hunter Wattenbarger going to be tagged with the foul. That is going to be his first. So 5 team fouls, but 5 different players with 1 foul for the Pickett County Bobcats.
We got to do a little better job in our transition defense, Jacob. They're beating us down the court a couple of times right there. Getting easy looks. Got to get back on D.
Cadell Robinson at the line. First free throw is good. He's got 5 points in this one. The senior wearing the number 55 jersey ties the game up at 17. 5:37 to play in the first half. Cadell will try it again. Bends at the knees, lets it fly with the right hand, and knocks it down yet again. 2 of 2 from the stripe is the senior. 6 points for Cadell. It's 18-17, and a turnover by the Bobcats. Perry turned back over and almost stole it away again, and there goes diving on the floor Zach Amonette, but the Eagles come away with it. Roberts' triple on the way is good, and a 4-point advantage for the Eagles. Cooper Roberts, his 3rd triple of the ball game from the top of the key right there, and a big one. 21-17, Bobcats trailing by 4. Zach gets a screen, drives to the left side. Lost his defender, pulls up from 14 feet. That one's going to be a little bit short and rebounded by Bradley Miles. Zach struggling to shoot the ball after that 1 triple went down for him. Alton Perry to the basket. A whistle. And they're going to call the foul on the ground on Will Amonette. That's going to be his 2nd now. Now he's got to be a little bit careful before halftime not to pick up that 3rd. He's going to be subbed out for his brother Jacob. So Jacob Amonette checks in with 4:58 to play in the first half. 21-17, Eagles lead by 4 with the ball underneath their own basket. Perry inbound to Lee, blocked away by Wattenbarger, and they call a foul on Hunter Wattenbarger, and I'm not quite sure I saw it. Casey, you agree, it sounds like.
Yeah, I didn't see a whole lot there.
Looked like a lot of ball, but they're going to call a foul on Wattenbarger. That's now his 2nd. Now the Bobcats into some trouble foul-wise. Free throw is good from Colton Lee. That's his first point of the ball game. So now Hunter Wattenbarger has to go check out. Now we get our first look at, without Will Amonette and without Hunter Wattenbarger, what these Bobcats are going to look like. 2nd free throw good as well. 2 points for Colton Lee, and another set coming back in for the Eagles is Jace Johnson. 23-17, it's a 6-point advantage for this First Baptist squad with 4:53 to play in the first half. Here's Heath Wattenbarger spinning around, kicking out to Eli Reagan. We'll find Zach top of the key. Zach will hand off to his brother Jacob. Shot fake, drive in right side behind the back, pull up from 15 feet. Another shot fake, puts up the shot, couldn't get it to fall. Cadell Robinson the rebound for the Eagles. Kick out to Perry on the right wing. Will jab to the right, now will pass off to Lee. He'll fake a shot, he'll drive in, lost the handle on it. Looked like there was something, but no call. Now Perry drives in, passes it in the corner to Johnson. Quick out to Miles, top of the key. Bradley Miles, pass off to Lee, left wing. Good ball movement here from the Eagles. Up by 6 with 4:16 to play in the first half. They'll reset the offense with Perry between the circles. Right side, he drives it, pulls it back out, now drives it middle of the lane, and there's a foul by Jacob Amonette. Got too much into the body was Amonette. And Jacob picks up his first one, and now the 8th team foul, so 1 in bonus for Alton Perry at the line. So now 3, check that. Still 2 players with 2 fouls, but everybody's got 1 who's played in this ball game for the Bobcats so far. Front end no good, and the rebound by Caleb Lohorn. Bobcats will have the ball. Jacob Amonette, handoff Zach, drives in, step back jumper from 15 feet, got fouled, got the bucket, and he'll be at the line, and that might be just what Zach Amonette needed. He'll be at the line for 1 shot. A nice move. Came around off the screen. A step back jumper from the free throw line. Knocked it down. Foul was called on the Eagles on Alton Perry, his first.
Zach's going to get some confidence as this game goes on.
Well, he knocks down his first free throw right there. We didn't know how much he was going to play. Well, we've gotten into some foul trouble here for the Bobcats. He hasn't come out of the game yet. So his first game action, he has not played in any live action yet. This is his first live action since his injury back in June, which is usually a 9-month process. He shortened it up to 5 months. Today is 5 months since his surgery. At the other end, Jace Johnson knocks it down. So Jace Johnson, his first 3. Bobcats trying to answer. Amonette couldn't get it to fall. Kadell Robinson skying for the rebound. Eagles back with it. Another 3-ball for Roberts. That one no good, and Zach Amonette the rebound. 26-20. Eagles on top, and a hard foul by Lee as he reaches in on Zach Amonette. So Colton Lee picks up his first, team's 5th for the Eagles. 3:29 to play in the first, and the Bobcats need a good offensive possession. They got it last time, but then they weren't able to get the stop on the other end. Here's Jacob Amonette bringing the ball up the court for the Bobcats. Hand off to Heath Wattenbarger. Coming off a curl screen is Zach Amonette. Down low to Lohorn through 2 defenders. Steps through it. Pass out to Eli Reagan in the corner, who touches the ball for the first time. We'll find Heath. Skip it over to Zach. Spot up the triple from the right side. Knocked it down. His second 3-ball of the game. And Casey, you mentioned it. You see a shot go down, you're going to get that confidence rolling. And he knocks down the triple right there from the right side. Makes it 26-23 with under 3 to play here in the second quarter. Perry with the ball now for the Eagles. Between the legs, we got a whistle, and we're going the other way. Kadell Robinson picks up a foul. The offensive variety as he talks it over at the near referee, trying to figure out what he did. But he gets tagged with the foul. Now the 6th team foul on the Eagles, so 1 more will send the Bobcats to the line for 1 in bonus. Here's Jacob Amonette with the ball for the Bobcats. Spins around, drives to the right baseline. Got to the basket, pass out Eli Reagan. 3 balls, 2 short, no good. 2 players going for it. And a foul call on the Bobcats. Looked like 2 Bobcats went up for the rebound. I'm not even sure how that's possible that the Bobcats got a foul call, but they're going to call it on Jacob Amonette. Didn't even look like the Eagles were involved in that rebound.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that call right there, Jacob.
So the Eagles going to bring in another player. This is Travis Robinson back into the game for Colton Lee. 2:33 to play here in the first half. It's 26-23, and since that was a foul, it's 1 in bonus at the other end for Alton Perry. He can't get it to go. His second front end missed. So Bobcats with it at the other end. A whistle before the shot as Jacob Amonette was going up with it, but he will be going to the line. Leave for a 1 in bonus unless they called it on the shot. No shot, so he will be at the line for 1 in bonus. So that foul called, I believe, on Perry. That's going to be his second. So at the line, Jacob Amonette, a freshman of the Amonette brothers. 26-23, trying to cut into the lead and squeaks that one in off the front iron on the front end of the 1-and-1, his 3rd point of the ball game. Makes it 26-24 with 2:27 to play here in the first half. The freshman pounds the rock into the hardwood, lets it fly, in and out, no good, and the big man Omarion Thomas back in for the Eagles will clear away the rebound. 1 for 2 from the stripe was Amonette. Here's Roberts right side. Will pass out to Travis Robinson. Find Kadell. Kadell will skip it over to Jace Johnson on the left wing. Fakes left, goes right. Roberts got left open, lets it fly off the mark, no good. And a nice job by Kadell Robinson not to pick up the over-the-back foul there because he was draped all over Jacob Amonette. Good box out and a good rebound by Jacob. Here's Zach Amonette with the ball. Pass over to Jacob on the right side. Under 2 to play in the first half. Down by 2 are the Bobcats. Skip it over to Reagan. Now Heath Wattenbarger. Back to Jacob. Thought about taking the deep 3. Will dribble it a couple times. Got left open. Will find his brother Zach, who is calling for the ball. Back to Zach. Skip it, Jacob. Top of the 3 key on the way. Key 3 on the way, I should say. No good. And a quick outlet to Travis Robinson at the other end. Trying to go to a Euro step. Jump straight into Jacob Amonette, who was in good guarding position. And he draws the charge, and we're going the other way. Really good defensive play there.
That's a great defensive play. He got down there, got in front of the defender, got his feet set, took one right to the chest. It's a great play.
Travis Robinson was trying to go with the Euro step, and, Jacob Amonette read him like a book. Got there before Robinson could. 26-24 with 90 seconds on the clock here in the first half. 2-3 zone look now for the Eagles on defense. Amonette will pull it back out. Zach on the right side. He'll spot up for a triple. Catch and shoot, couldn't get it to go. Backside rebound by Lowhorn. Picks up his dribble, kick out to Reagan. Kick it along the three-point line to Jacob. He fires a deep one from the left side. That one's no good. Lowhorn fighting for the rebound again. Will come up with it. How about that?
I love Lowhorn's motor.
Here's Jacob Amonette on the left wing. Drives in, gets to the hoop, puts up a shot, through some contact, couldn't get it to go. Lowhorn, another offensive rebound with under a minute to play in the first half. Bobcats still looking to tie the game or take the lead by 1. Reagan now near half court. Pass off to Jacob. Skips it inside to Heath Wattenbarger. Back out to Jacob. Left open. Lets it fly. In and out. No good. And the rebound finally cleared away by the Eagles. Outlet to Roberts on the right side with 37 seconds. Pass off to Cadell Robinson. We'll see if they look to hold it for a little bit. Down low to Thomas. Thomas trying to go some work. A foul before the shot. Tell you what, he's got some good footwork for how big he is. But the foul is called before the shot. That one's going to be called on Caleb Lowhorn.
We might want to consider fronting him instead of playing behind him down there on the post.
So now 4 different Bobcats with 2 fouls here in this first half. That sends Omarion Thomas to the line for 2 freebies. He knocks down the first. He's got a little bit of touch with that right hand as he knocks down the first free throw, his 3rd point of the ball game, makes it 27-24.
He can catch and make a move down low. He could cause some problems for us. We probably want to figure out if we can front him instead of playing behind him.
Second free throw good too. The stroke looks good for Omarion Thomas. He's that 6'7" guy that Coach Amonette was talking about before the game. 28-24, First Baptist leading by 4 with 20 seconds to play here in the first half. Bobcats with the ball. Will Amonette will have it out near half court. 15 seconds. Make that Jacob. Pass over to Eli Reagan. Jacob will get it back. Drive it to the right side, 10 seconds. Hand off to Zach. Got open. Lets it fly from the top of the key. In and out, no good. Rebound by the Eagles with 4 seconds. Cadell Robinson at half court. Lets it fly. Off the front iron and no good. And the First Baptist Academy Eagles on top at the half. 28-24. A good half of action. And we'll break it down for you coming up in just a little bit. Keep it tuned in on UC Sports Nation.
117 years of serving the Upper Cumberland. Not many businesses can say that. Union Bank can, and yet Union Bank keeps changing to meet the needs of today. Mobile banking, text banking, you pay bills, Union Bank makes your life easier. And when you want to dream a new home, a new business, new car, local people sit down with you to make it happen. Union Bank, Highway 111 Birdstown, also Jamestown and Clark Range. Years of service, modern tools to be your bank. Union Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
It's game night, but sniffles are slowing your MVP. Your choice is First Choice Family Care. Dad doesn't feel like a pickup game. Your choice is First Choice Family Care, 864-3232. Mom's been benched all weekend. Your choice is First Choice Family Care. Taking care of your family team all year round. Primary care, preventative care, wellness. Your choice is First Choice Family Care. Walk-ins and appointments. Your choice is First Choice Family Care. Always accepting new patients.
Emily Dickinson coined the phrase, crumbling is not an instant act. While many of life's problems seem to come from nowhere, the truth is, most of them give some kind of early warning sign or signal. No matter what the problem in your life may be, it will always be easier to overcome when you have money stashed away in a savings account at People's Bank. People's Bank and Trust Company of Pickett County. Investing in the future, one customer at a time. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Wellness is about people. People like Dr. Andrew Todd, Dr. Matthew J. King, FNP Benjamin Aaron. Local experts taking care of local people so you can relax and feel at home. That's the goal at Byrdstown Medical Center, making it a comfortable place where you and the team focus on your health. Being well. Byrdstown Medical Center. Schedule an appointment today, 864-3187. That's 864-3187. Byrdstown Medical Center, the local way to stay well.
As Pickett County soars higher this year, so does Amanette Eagle Auction. When you need your property sold, there's not a better team to call. Amanette Eagle Auction has the knowledge, skills, and tools to get the most money for you and your family. Check out eagleauctions.com to find out more or to see information on upcoming auctions. You might find just what you're looking for. Thanks, Amanette Eagle Auctions. When you need to get it sold, call Amanette Eagle Auction. We soar higher.
Losing a loved one can be difficult, but you don't have to go through it alone. Brown Funeral Chapel stands beside you, answering your questions, creating a plan, helping you with the budget, taking care of the details. Brown Funeral Chapel stands beside you in some of the most difficult times of your life. Neighbors and friends ready to be there for you, to remember your loved one with caring and dignity. You don't have to shoulder it all. Brown Funeral Chapel stands beside you. Brown Funeral Chapel.
Welcome back here at Pickett County at halftime of the boys game. 28-24, First Baptist Academy on the road here at Pickett County. They are on top, 28-24, and this was a game that saw Pickett County get off to a hot start offensively. They led by as many as 6, 13-7, and the first quarter score was 13-11. Then First Baptist started to instill their will a little bit. Pickett County started to miss some shots, and then First Baptist went in transition, were able to knock down some shots as well. And tell you what, this Eagles team offensively spreading the wealth. We've got quite a few different players. Let's count them up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different guys have scored so far for this Eagles squad. They look pretty good after one half of action.
Yeah, it's a balanced scoring attack. I like the way they're pushing the ball up court. They're trying to get the ball down low into some guys that can make a move and put some points on the board. They're really well balanced and seem very well coached. For Pickett, I thought we had a lot of empty possessions right there in the beginning of the second quarter. Coach Amanette took a timeout. We got a good play coming back in to score. Just too many empty possessions right there in the second quarter. I think, again, Zach being his first game back, trying to get some confidence. Those shots that he's taking, they're going to fall later in the game and certainly later in the season, Jacob.
Yeah, Zach played pretty well in that first half. He had 9 points. Again, this is his first live game action. He's been practicing full contact since November 7th. He had a leg injury that he suffered back in June. And, you heard Coach Amanette talk about in the pregame interview, 150 days exactly since he had surgery on that injury. And looks like he hasn't really lost the step. You mentioned the rust, and the rust you probably expected a little bit from the shot, but outside of that, he's playing hard and he's playing really tough. We've seen him diving on the floor, getting rebounds, doing a lot of good stuff.
Yeah, he's no stranger to getting after loose balls. The injury's not going to slow him down. If I know Zach Amanette like I think I do, he's going to give it 100% every time that he steps out onto the court. I haven't seen him really play favoritism towards that leg. It looks like he's back in really good shape. I'm excited that he's getting to come back so quick.
Well, let's talk about some of the scores in that first half. For the leading team on the scoreboard, it's the First Baptist Academy Eagles. They put up 28 points in that first half, and I mentioned it, 7 different players have scored for them. The leading scorer is Cooper Roberts. He's knocked down 3 triples. He's got 9 points. 6 points for Cadell Robinson, 4 for Omarion Thomas, and then 3 players with 2 points, Alton Perry, Colton Lee, Bradley Miles, and Jace Johnson also has a triple as well, good for 28 at the half. On the other side for the Pickett County Bobcats, 4 of their starters have scored. 2 points for Will Amanette, 3 for Jacob Amanette, 10 for Hunter Wattenbarger, and 9 for Heath Wattenbarger. And the thing they started to run into was foul trouble. This is, again, a bigger First Baptist Academy team. They bring in Omarion Thomas, standing at 6'7". He's got some weight behind him as well, but he knows how to use it. He's got great footwork. We've seen him finish a little bit. He's knocked down a couple of free throws, and he has been a presence inside on both sides of the floor.
Yeah, he's active down there. We got to figure out how to stop that. He's a big fellow. He's outsized most of our guys on our team, so we got to figure out how to slow that down. We also got to figure out how to play without fouling. As you said, Jacob, we got a couple of guys that are in foul position or foul trouble. We're going to have to play and keep those guys, figure out ways to keep those guys on the court.
So before we go to a break, your halftime score 28-24, but we do have an update on the Upperman football game in the Class 4 semifinal. Casey, what do you got on that score?
Yep, Upperman is currently down 16-0. It was halftime there in the 4A state semifinal versus Elizabethton. So still got a half to go. Upperman down 16-0. Hopefully they can get it going here in the second half.
So the Bees got some work to do in that one. The Bobcats have some work to do in this one. We're going to take a 2-minute break. When we come back, second half of action is coming your way.
Going to the doctor regularly. It's not your favorite thing in the world, but it is the key to staying healthy. So schedule an annual physical with Byrdstown Medical Center, 864-3187. A lot can change in a year. Better to fix it than wonder, right? 864-3187. Byrdstown Medical Center was started by local people to take care of neighbors and friends, like you. Schedule your wellness exam now. Most insurance is accepted. Byrdstown Medical Center, the local way to stay well.
This is David Price, your Twin Lakes Business Solutions Consultant. The holidays are a wonderful time to count the many blessings of this year. And if you're a small business owner, it's also time to be planning for next year. Twin Lakes would love to help with fast, reliable gig speed broadband and voice packages, all at prices that will have you counting even more blessings. Give me a call today at 931-476-2151 or visit twinlakes.net to learn how Twin Lakes can transform your business today.
Losing a loved one can be difficult, but you don't have to go through it alone. Brown Funeral Chapel stands beside you, answering your questions, creating a plan, helping you with the budget, taking care of the details. Brown Funeral Chapel stands beside you in some of the most difficult times of your life. Neighbors and friends ready to be there for you, to remember your loved one with caring and dignity. You don't have to shoulder it all. Brown Funeral Chapel stands beside you. Brown Funeral Chapel.
Emily Dickinson coined the phrase, crumbling is not an instant act. While many of life's problems seem to come from nowhere, the truth is, most of them give some kind of early warning sign or signal. No matter what the problem in your life may be, it will always be easier to overcome when you have money stashed away in a savings account at People's Bank. People's Bank and Trust Company of Pickett County. Investing in the future, one customer at a time. Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
Back here at Pickett County, the Pickett County Bobcats down 28-24 at the half. Don't forget, Saturday morning, we take you all over the Upper Cumberland as we visit live with coaches and players. It's the High School Playbook presented by Mountain Barn Builders. Talking hoops, Saturday at 9 on Rock 93.7. Latest on the Bobcats and all their Upper Cumberland foes. You just heard it. You can find it right there for the High School Playbook, Saturday at 9. That is on Rock 93.7. Tom Duggan does a great job on that, along with Joseph Staton, a couple of other guys at our stations as well. Halftime score, 28-24. Casey Bolden to my right. I'm Jacob Vinson, your broadcasters for Pickett County basketball all season long, which you can find right here on your home for Pickett County basketball, UC Sports Nation, on our YouTube channel at Stonecom Radio. Second half underway, and we have a steal by the Eagles, but then stepped out of bounds was Alton Perry. So the Bobcats will get it going right back the other way, and a fortunate turnover back to the Bobcats, and just wasn't taking care of the ball.
Yeah, we got to protect the basketball in the backcourt. I think Will from this point on.
So Jacob inbounds to Will. This has been a fun battle all night long between Alton Perry and Will Amonette, the 2-point guards for both squads. Hunter Wattenbarger got left open, and he knocks down a triple the same way he started off the game. He's got 13 points. 28-27. Within one are the Bobcats now, just 30 seconds into the second half. Perry on the left side. Reverse it over to Roberts as he drives in. Handoff to Thomas. Goes through a defender in Lowhorn and gets it to go through some contact. Good finish from Omarion Thomas. You mentioned it. We're going to see if they tried to change things up defensively on him. That time they didn't front him, and he just backed down the smaller Lowhorn. 30-27. Wattenbarger, another triple, and he ties the game up at 30. Hunter Wattenbarger, come alive. He's got 16. Tied up at 30 with him 7 minutes to play here in the third quarter. Alton Perry setting up the offense. Coming off a screen is Kyler Lee into the game for the first time. Thomas down low, got it poked away, but Roberts picks it back up for the Eagles. Roberts skips it over to Perry on the left wing. Perry asking for someone to come to him. It's Lee. Kyler Lee drives into the basket, puts up a little floater, and gets the runner to go with the right hand. A tough shot for Kyler Lee, and now the 8th Eagle to score for this, or check that, 9th Eagle to score for this Eagle team. Weinberger to the basket, floater, high off the glass, and good, and took some contact in the process. He's got a hot start to this one. We're tied up at 32. Quick pace. Roberts, other end triple coming from the right side, in and out, no good. Rebound cleared away by Will Amonette. Amonette leading the break now for the Bobcats. Up to Hunter Wattenbarger, fakes a three, sidestep, lets it fly, no good. Rebound backside, poked out of bounds, last touch by the Eagles, and the Bobcats will keep it out underneath the basket. How about this start from Hunter Wattenbarger? Knocked down 2 triples, gets another floater in the lane, and almost knocked down that triple right there.
I like his energy right here in the third quarter.
8 points in the first 2 minutes of this third quarter. Wattenbarger to inbound will find Zach Amonette. Over to Will. He'll fire a triple, and that one goes. Will Amonette from downtown. His first triple of the ball game. And the Bobcats back on top, 35-32. They needed that halftime break, and whatever Coach Amonette said, it's working so far. 5:54 to play here in the third quarter. Dribbling out near half court is Alton Perry. Drives to the left side towards the basket, into some contact, a whistle, and that's going to be a charge. And guess who? Hunter Wattenbarger is taking it. Alton Perry, I don't think the fans realize they called a charge, and now they do. It's a little bit of a subdued cheer there, but Hunter Wattenbarger
putting his team on his back right now.
Yes, he is. Saw him do it against Cookeville. He's doing it right now against First Baptist. He's got the ball in his hands, being guarded by Cooper Roberts. Going one-on-one, drives into the middle of the lane, pulls up 14 feet, almost wedged it, couldn't get it to go, and Amarian Thomas the rebound. Eagles cleared away across the timeline. Comes Perry. Cadell Robinson pulls up from 17 feet. He knocks it down. Wattenbarger was going to let him have it. He said, here you go. He's got 8 points. Zach Amonette, top of the key. Hand off to Jacob. 5:12 to play in the third quarter. Jump stop, kick out to Will. Bobcats leading by 1, 35-34. Hunter Wattenbarger slips his screen, almost got 2 open, didn't realize it. Comes to a jump stop and lost his footing, might have tweaked his ankle just a little bit, but he's walking it off. He did get fouled in the process. Bobcats will take it out underneath the basket. Second team foul on the Eagles. Quick inbounds to Amonette. Make that Zach Amonette. Couldn't get the 3 to go, and the rebound cleared away by Alton Perry. That last foul was called on Cooper Roberts, his second. Down low to Thomas, lays it in from the left side. Omarion Thomas, 4 points here in the third quarter alone. He's got 8, and the Eagles back up by 1, 36-35. Jacob Amonette, kick out Will, lets another 3-ball fly. That one rattles around and couldn't get it to fall, and the pass picked off by Zach Amonette in the backcourt. Zach will start the offense as he picks up his dribble, trying to pass off, and he got fouled by Omarion Thomas, and nice job to kind of waste some time. He was looking for his brother cross court and got bailed out by Thomas, who picks up his second foul. So the Bobcats going to take it out underneath the basket. 3 early fouls here in the third quarter, and for the Bobcats, no fouls yet in this third quarter. 4 of them with 2 fouls, so playing pretty good defense so far. Travis Robinson checks in for Omarion Thomas. Will Amonette, top of the key for the Bobcats, will hand it off to Zach. 2-3 zone look on defense for the Eagles. Will, another 3-ball, knocks it down, nothing but nylon and a timeout. Check that, they're just going to stop the play to bring the net down, but another 3 by Will Amonette. He's got 6 points here in the third quarter, 8 on the ball game, and back up by 2 go the Bobcats.
Yeah,
much better pace here in the third quarter.
Much better pace. We're hitting some of those threes. Starting to put the ball in the bucket, that makes things go a lot easier, makes your offense run a whole lot smoother when you put the ball in the bowl.
I don't think Will even took a 3 in that first half. He's starting to look for a shot more here in the second. Good defense as he almost comes up with a steal. Great move by Cadell Robinson down low. He gets the spinning move to go with the basket.
That's a big boy move right there.
38-38. Jacob Amonette at the other end. Kick out to Zach. Pass off to Will. He's hot. He lets it fly. He got fouled. Couldn't get the bucket to fall, but he will be at the line. A hot closeout by Kyler Lee as he picks up the foul, and Will Amonette will be at the line. So we heard from Coach Amonette in the pregame interview talk about at the end of the Cookeville game some of his players were cramping up at that line because they played so much in that game. Well, we're going to see what Will can do here with 3 chances. This time, he rattles it in.
Nice touch.
It's the shooter's touch here at the home gym. Goes up by 1. Second free throw, rattles that one in as well.
Shooter's roll right there, Jacob.
The toilet bowl effect that time as Jace Johnson going to check in for Kyler Lee. 40-38. Bobcats on top by 2 and a chance to go up by 3. Will, third free throw, and rattles that one in as well. He's got 9 points alone in this third quarter. Good for 11 on the ball game. 41-38. Bobcats back up by 3 with 3:44 to play in the third quarter.
Bobcats bench encouraging the defense right here. Need to stop.
Perry, handoff, Kadell Robinson will find Roberts on the left side. He'll spot up a deep triple and knock it down yet again. His 4th triple of the ball game. 12 points for him. Man, can he shoot it. Zach Amonette now with the ball for the Bobcats. Some pressure being brought by Travis Robinson. 41-41 with 3:17 to play in the third quarter. Jacob Amonette drives to the left side. Will drive it back right side. Pull up his dribble. Pass off to Hunter Wattenbarger. Tried to pass out of it. Quick pass down low to his brother Heath. And he got fouled in the process. They're going to say it's on the ground. Heath made the basket. And that means the Bobcats will take it out underneath. But something to pay attention to. 5 team fouls now on the Eagles. 0 so far on the Bobcats here in the second half. And still 3:08 to play in the third quarter. Hunter Wattenbarger to inbound, finds Will, fakes a 3, drives in, kick out Hunter, wide open, lets it fly, couldn't get it to go. Rebound fought for, and another foul called. Looked like Hunter Wattenbarger poked it away. Another quick whistle on Wattenbarger. That's probably the second time that foul's been called on him that I don't know if it was necessarily too much contact.
Yeah, didn't look like a whole lot of contact there. It's right in front of the ref, had a loose ball, got a contact. Foul on him.
Third foul on him and the first on Pickett County here in the second half. We're tied up at 41. Eagles with the ball with 2:43 to go in the third quarter. Roberts looking down low. Pass picked off by Wattenbarger, and Zach Amonette falls to the ground to save it. Will Amonette will bring it up. Across the timeline, handoff Zach. Zach drives in, pulls up from 15 feet, lets it fly, got fouled and knocks it down, and Zach Amonette, a shoulder shrug, is going to the line for 1. What a shot by Zach, and he's going to be at the line for 1 shot. The foul on the Eagles is on Travis Robinson, his 3rd, and the 16th foul. So into the bonus on the next foul go with the Bobcats.
That's a really difficult shot that he just hit. Jacob falling away from the basket, had a defender all over him, gets the foul, a lot of arc on it, nothing but nylon.
He took a little exception in the backcourt as he, on the rebound, got hit a little bit, thought he got fouled there. Instead, gets the ball, draws some contact, hits the shot, and completes the 3-point play. He's up to 12 points now in the third. Bobcat into double figures, 44-41. Bobcats up by 3. 2.5 to play in the third. There's a handoff to Bradley Miles for the Eagles. Eagles down by 3 with 2:24 to play. Heath Wattenbarger and Omarion Thomas. Fronting him was Wattenbarger, poked it away. You mentioned it, they might start going to it. He does, pokes it out of bounds. Almost got the steal, but the Eagles will keep it out underneath the basket.
Yeah, if we just try to play behind him, it's going to be really difficult to guard him. He's got a big physical body.
2:19 to play here in the third. Omarion Thomas with the inbound. Got it poked away underneath by Will Amonette. A fight for it on the ground, and Will comes up with it. Now Will being hounded by Alton Perry will pass off to Zach Amonette. Top of the key to Heath Wattenbarger. Crosses over, goes past Thomas to the basket and blocked from behind by Thomas. Good recovery by the big man for the Eagles. And the Bobcats will keep it out underneath the basket with 2:04 to play in the third.
That was a good drive by the younger Wattenbarger. He's just got to figure out how to take that contact and get it strong to the goal.
44-41. Inbound Zach Amonette to the basket. High off the glass, no good. Good rebound by Heath, though. We'll kick it back out to Hunter. Reverse it along the perimeter. Jacob Amonette, 3-ball. That one short, no good. Fighting for the rebound. Alton Perry comes up with it. And Jacob Amonette got thrown to the ground, no call. At the other end, Jace Johnson knocks down a triple and ties the game yet again. He's done that twice now. He's got 6 points, and it's 44-44. Zach Amonette at the other end. Joseph Amonette holding 5 up on his hand. Hunter Wattenbarger on the left wing. Inside to Heath. Lost the handle on it on a hot pass and stolen away by Perry. Perry with it for the Eagles. Cross court to Jace Johnson. Just knocked down the three. We'll give it to Miles. Looked like he might have stepped out of bounds. No call. Amarian Thomas down low, spinning around. Couldn't get the finish. Got his own rebound underneath the basket. No good. Rebound to Perry. He goes back up. No good. Rebound still fought for. Pulled down by Bradley Miles. Eagles with it again with 1:07 to play in the third. Roberts, right side it goes to Perry. We get a tie ball game at 44. Perry slows up the offense for the Eagles with under a minute to play. Man-to-man defense for the Bobcats. Crossover by Perry, stolen away by Amonette. Will Amonette has it yet again. Top of the key, drives in, kick out, Wattenbarger, fakes a three, to the basket, runs into his own player in Will Amonette, and he's going to be tagged with the travel. Thought he was open for the three, didn't take it, went back in towards the basket, and ran into his senior counterpart in Will Amonette.
Tough break right there. His own guy just got in the way.
Tough turnover. It would have been probably an open layup for Hunter Wattenbarger as well. 38 seconds to play here in the third quarter. 44 all. Eagles with the ball. Hand off to Cadell Robinson. Roberts back to Robinson. Almost traveled with it, but kept his pivot foot down. Back to him, wide open, lays it in, and Freeman Pinckney loved the action there as they go up by 2. Cadell Robinson with 6 points alone here in the third quarter. 16 seconds. Bobcats down by 2. Looking to take the last shot. Here's Heath Wattenbarger, 10 seconds. Kick out to Zach. 3 ball from the corner. That one goes down, and the Bobcats go up by 1. Zach Amonette, a 3 ball. Perry at the other end. He fires a triple off the front iron. It looked good on the way, but can't get it to go. And the Bobcats lead after 3, 47-46. But don't go anywhere. We still got 8 minutes of action coming up right after this break.
At People's Bank, home improvement loans make up a significant portion of our lending portfolio. If you've been thinking about ways to spruce up and improve your home, come talk with us. Whether you want to take on the home improvement challenge yourself or bring in some outside help, at People's Bank, we have the money you need to make your dreams come true. People's Bank and Trust Company of Pickett County, investing in the future, one customer at a time. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Time is money, and if your car's transmission is out of sorts, if your heating and cooling system is on the fritz, if your car will not start, it's costing you time. Pryor's Auto Spot gets it repaired, work done right, on time, and that puts money back in your pocket. And Pryor's has tires to keep you running. No need to go anywhere else. Pryor's Auto Spot, 8410 Highway 111. Save time. Schedule your repair job at pryorsautospot.com. Getting your vehicle repaired. Pryor's.
Back here in Pickett County, 1 quarter of action to go, and Casey, we are in for a good one. 47-46, Pickett County on top by 1, thanks to a Zach Amonette 3 in the closing seconds of that quarter to go ahead by that 1 point. Zach Amonette, we thought we might see some rust maybe a little bit early on, but right now he's got 15 points, and the Bobcats were heating up in that third quarter.
Yeah, look for him to get going right here. He's a fourth quarter player. When it comes to crunch time, I want the ball in Zach Amonette's hands.
15 points for Amonette. Hunter Wattenbarger leading the team with 18. The Eagles start out with a 3 ball from the right side from who else than Cooper Roberts. He's got 15 points, and he's got 5 triples going down. And the Eagles take a 2-point lead out of the break. Down low on the left baseline, skip pass to Will Amonette on the right side. Into the corner to Zach, same spot. Couldn't get it to fall that time, and a good rebound by the Eagles. Cadell Robinson looking to push the issue, will pass off to Perry. A one-handed no-look pass down low to Miles. Pass off to Cadell Robinson. He lays it up and in. He's got 14.
It's too easy, Jacob. Way too easy. Coach Amonette saw it too.
And a quick timeout call by Coach Amonette. 7:17 to play here in this fourth quarter. And I believe it was a full timeout call. And it is. So we're going to take it with him. 7:17 to play in the fourth. 51-47 the score, and a 4-point lead all of a sudden for First Baptist.
It's game night, but sniffles are slowing your MVP. Your choice is First Choice Family Care. Dad doesn't feel like a pickup game. Your choice is First Choice Family Care, 864-3232. Mom's been benched all weekend. Your choice is First Choice Family Care. Taking care of your family team all year round. Primary care, preventative care, wellness. Your choice is First Choice Family Care. walk-ins, and appointments. Your choice is First Choice Family Care, always accepting new patients.
Losing a loved one can be difficult, but you don't have to go through it alone. Brown Funeral Chapel stands beside you, answering your questions, creating a plan, helping you with the budget, taking care of the details. Brown Funeral Chapel stands beside you in some of the most difficult times of your life. Neighbors and friends ready to be there for you, to remember your loved one with caring and dignity. You don't have to shoulder it all. Brown Funeral Chapel stands beside you. Brown Funeral Chapel.
Well, out of the timeout, Zach Amonette knocks down another triple, this time from the top of the key. And the Bobcats back within one, 51-50, and a good timeout play drawn up there by Coach Amonette. 6:38 to play in the fourth. Here's a three ball coming from Bradley Miles, way off the mark, and rebounded by Heath Wattenbarger for the Bobcats. Going back the other way are the Bobcats now, down by one. 6:28 to play in the fourth. Into the high post it goes to Heath. Skip it over to Jacob. Off to Hunter on the left wing with a mismatch. Will pass off to Zach. He's feeling it. A shot fake. Gets fouled. And he's going to be going to the line for a one-in bonus here. As Alton Perry just picked up another foul. And I believe that is his fourth. That says 3. So maybe it is his third. I had him down for 4. But still, 3 fouls for Alton Perry is going to send the senior, Zach Amonette, to the line for a one-in bonus.
Foul count 7-1 our way here. I'm sure the other coach didn't liking that too well.
Front end is good from the senior. And they picked up a lot of them at the start of that third quarter, as Alton Perry is going to check out here. And coming in for him is going to be Colton Lee. Alton Perry is the point guard. He runs the offense for that Eagles squad, so that'll be something to pay attention to. 2 good freebies from the senior, and Zach Amonette that time. He's up to 20 points in the ball game and leading the way for the Bobcats so far. 52-51, Bobcats lead by 1. Now what do the Eagles have for an answer? It's Cadell Robinson to the basket. Good defense by Hunter Wattenbarger. Gets the box out and the rebound. Now he'll bring it up. Pass off to Will Amonette. Back to Hunter. Spots up for a triple. It's a deep one. Off the mark, no good. And rebounded by Omarion Thomas. Quickly the other way we go with 5:51 to play. Cadell, handoff Cooper Roberts. Couldn't get it off in time, steps through, pass off Jace Johnson. He'll let it fly, he knocks it down. Well, if it hasn't been Cooper Roberts, it's been Jace Johnson from downtown. He's got 9 points, all from downtown. Here's Hunter Wattenbarger with the ball for the Bobcats. Quick pass down low to Zach Amonette. He got fouled, and he'll be at the line for, again, a one-in bonus. But what a pass and what vision from Hunter Wattenbarger from that left wing, looking all the way on the right baseline and had to thread the needle for it. He got it there, and Amonette was able to catch it, go up with it, but he got fouled before the shot, so just a one-in bonus. And knocks down the front end. Rattled around in a toilet bowl yet again.
Had a great pass and a great cut right there, too, by Zach to get himself open.
A little bit of a backdoor cut behind the defender. Misses the second free throw. Omarion Thomas the rebound. The Eagles clear it away. They're up by 1. Cadell Robinson at the other end. They're going to call the foul before the shot. And that's going to be the second team foul on the Bobcats here in the second half. And that is now the third foul on Will Amonette.
We had some confusion right there on who was supposed to pick up who.
They're trying to inbound to Omarion Thomas. He gets fouled right away. And this could be big on who they call this on. If it's on Lowhorn, it's his third, but they called on Zach Amonette, and that's going to be Zach's second. So now 5 different players with at least 2 fouls for the Bobcats. Omarion Thomas, top of the key, driving in on Lowhorn towards the basket, high off the glass, and what a finish by Omarion Thomas. Went all the way around the horn there.
He's got good touch for a big man.
So 10 points now for Omarion Thomas. 56-53, 5:05. Will Amonette, a 3-ball, no good, and rebounded on the strong side by Jace Johnson at the other end. Here's Cooper Lee, back off to Cooper Roberts. Roberts looking down low for Thomas, trying to get it there. It's almost poked away. Now it's loose on the ground and picked up by the Bobcats. Out in front is Zach Amonette to the basket, lays it up and in with the right hand.
Got a 1-point game right here, Jacob.
Zach Amonette has started to take over in the fourth. Cadell Robinson, what a spin. They wanted to travel.
Wow.
They don't get it, and he lays it in from the left side.
I think he picked up his dribble around the 3-point line somehow and made it all the way to the goal.
14 points for him. The Eagles lead by 3, 58-55. Wattenbarger Thought about answering, passes off to Lowhorn on the left baseline. Lowhorn down low, great pass to Jacob Amonette, and lays it in with the right hand, and a timeout taken by his father, Joseph, in a 1-point ball game. Jacob Amonette hadn't scored since the second quarter. He's now got 5 points, 58-57, 4:13 to play here in the fourth quarter, and we'll keep it right here for the time being in a 1-point ball game. You can follow the Bobcats on UCSportsNation.com, powered by Hall Sports and Outdoors. Also, for the latest on the Bobcats and all the Upper Cumberland foes, wake up with high school basketball Saturday morning on Rock 93.7. It's the high school playbook as we talk live with players and coaches, and it's presented by Mountain Barn Builders. 4:13 to play here in the fourth quarter. It's coming down to a close one, and we have an updated score in the Upperman game. Upperman is on the board with 2:31 to go in the third quarter, 16-6. So within 10 now. They've got some points on the board, but still some work to do. Those two teams, they usually meet each other quite a bit, and it's usually a pretty good contest, and it's going to be another close one here today.
They usually slug it out. It's I'm sure they've got a barn burner going on up there.
Well, we got a barn burner right here as well, 58-57, 4:13 to play coming out of the Amonette timeout. Eagles will have the ball. Alton Perry is back in with those 3 fouls with 4 minutes to play. Across the timeline, Perry has it, top of the key, drifts towards the left side, looking for a screen from Robinson, can't get it. Still trying to set up the offense. We'll find Jace Johnson on the right side, back to Perry. Perry will pull it back out, he just says, run it again. Didn't like it the first time. Screen left side to Robinson, splits 2 defenders, he gets fouled, and the Bobcats can't believe it. But the foul is going to be called, I believe, on Zach Amonette, and if so, that is his third. Check that. That's on Hunter Wattenbarger. That's his 4th. 58-57, 3:47 to play now in the game, and Hunter Wattenbarger has to be careful with those 4 fouls. They had Caleb Lowhorn foul out against Cookeville. Can Wattenbarger be careful here? A lot of contact, but stayed straight up and came up with the block on Kadell Robinson. He'll lead the break. Is it offensive? It is, and Hunter Wattenbarger just fouled out of the game. He had his arm extended, that's why they called it. It looked like Caleb Robinson just lost his balance, but since Hunter had his arm extended, they called it a push-off, and that is the 5th foul on Hunter Wattenbarger. So keep that in mind, 3:37 on the clock, and Hunter Wattenbarger fouls out of this game.
Yeah, that's big. Somebody else is going to need to step up down there and down low, get some rebounds, make some big shots. Not having him down the stretch is going to hurt.
It's a 1-point ball game. Eagles leading by that 1 point, 58-57. Thomas down low, loose ball on the ground, a fight for it, and a tie-up, and the Bobcats are going to have it. Nice job by Lowhorn and Heath Wattenbarger to try and keep it loose and get it tied up. 3:25 to play in this one. Bobcats with the ball. Down by 1, 58-57 on the court. Will Amonette, Jacob Amonette, Zach Amonette, Heath Wattenbarger, and Caleb Lowhorn. Here's Zach Amonette down low. We'll find his brother Jacob left side. Back to Will. Back to Zach on the right side. Fires a triple. Got it to go. And the Bobcats on top by 2. A fist pump from Zach Amonette. He is taking over here in the 4th.
I think the sprinklers are getting ready to go off, Jacob. He's hot. He's on fire right now.
11 points alone here in the 4th. A 3 ball from Jace Johnson to answer is no good, and a rebound by Caleb Lowhorn. 2:48 to play in the ball game. Bobcats lead by 2, 60-58. Here's Will Amonette with it on the left side. Being guarded by Perry, drives in, goes across the court, and will just pass off to his brother Jacob. Will Amonette brings it back out towards half court with 2:31 to play. Finds Zach, being guarded by Jace Johnson. Comes off a screen, pulls up from 15 feet, lets it fly, and rattles it in. Zach Amonette had 15 points coming into this 4th quarter. He's almost matched that with 13 alone in the 4th.
Yeah, he's feeling it.
Only one other player has scored for the Bobcats here in the 4th quarter, and Bobcats lead by 4, 62-58. A foul by the Bobcats as Kadell Robinson takes a spill underneath the basket. Who's this one going to be called on? This one's going to be called on Jacob Amonette. So he picks up his 3rd. So Will Amonette with 3, Jacob Amonette with 3. Hunter Wattenbarger has already fouled out. And now a sub is going to come in for the Eagles. As Zachary Helton comes in for Omarion Thomas. So 5 guards now for the Eagles. 2:05 to play. Eagles take it out underneath the basket. That is the 6th team foul on the Bobcats as well. So 1 more, and it's 1 in bonus. Here's Robinson, pulls up from 15, couldn't get it to go. A fight for the rebound, ripped away by Heath Wattenbarger, and it's a jump ball, and it's going to stay with the Eagles underneath the basket. But a nice job by Heath Wattenbarger to get in there. We mentioned who's going to step up. Looks like his brother picking up that intensity that Hunter left off.
Absolutely, a lot of contact in there. He almost came away with a rebound, but was able to tie it up for the possession.
The inbound to Cooper Roberts on the left side. He drives in, thought about taking his first 2-pointer of the game, but it got poked away. Will Amonette in transition, draws the contact, gets the bucket to go, and Will Amonette's going to be at the line for 1 shot. What a finish from the senior. The Amonette brothers taking over here in the 4th. 64-58, the foul called on Kaydell Robinson, his 3rd foul of the ball game. It's going to send Will Amonette to the line for possibly the biggest lead of the ball game for this Bobcat team with 1:45 to play. 64-58. Will Amonette at the line is 3 of 3 so far from the stripe tonight. Takes 1 dribble, bends at the knees, lets it fly, and nothing but nylon for Will Amonette.
Shooting free throws a lot better tonight than we did last week.
They've only missed 2 tonight. 65-58, 1:40 to play in the ball game. Bobcats lead by 7, and we got a foul as Heath Wattenbarger just runs over Alton Perry, and Heath now has picked up his 2nd. That is the 7th team foul, so that is going to send Alton Perry to the line for a 1 in bonus. So Alton Perry is the point guard for this squad. Has gone 0 for 2 so far on free throws. Both of those were front ends of 1-and-1s. This one also a front end of a 1-and-1 in a 7-point ball game with 96 seconds to play. Perry bends at the knees. 1 dribble, lets it fly, and gets it to go finally. Perry only with 3 points, but man, is he important for this ball club.
He's been a great ball handler, great distributor, trying to get his teammates open. He's done a really nice job distributing the basketball tonight.
Draws the Bobcat lead within 6. 2nd free throw, no good. Good box out by Heath Wattenbarger, 65-59, 1:33 to play. Perry going for the steal. It's loose on the ground, and then a foul is called. The Bobcat fans, a cheer, and the Eagles fans can't believe it. Neither can Freeman Pinckney. He's got to be careful.
Yeah, he does. His team's still in the game right here. He don't want to do anything crazy.
Looked like the ball was loose on the ground. They were both fighting for it. Will Amonette looked to have the first touch on it, and then Alton Perry came in just a second too late as he picks up his now 4th foul. So that's going to send Will Amonette to the line for double bonus, as that's the 10th team foul on this Eagles squad, and Alton Perry going to try to plead his case to one of the referees down on the court. Will Amonette knocks down the first free throw. So Zach Amonette had 15 points coming into the 4th. He's got 13 in the 4th alone. Well, Will Amonette, he's trying his best to match him. He's got 5 points in the 4th quarter alone, and if your name's Amonette, you've scored here in the 4th quarter. And that's the only players that have scored in the 4th for this Bobcat team. 67-59. At the other end, Perry, kick out Roberts. 3 ball is too deep. Rebound by Robinson, a tie up underneath, and that's going to go. Oh, they got a foul. A foul? Who's this on?
Oh, wow.
They called that on Amonette. Looked like he had control of the ball. Wow. Tough call for Zach Amonette. And Zach Amonette is going to pick up his 3rd foul.
We had one official that had a jump ball. The other one out here on the perimeter had the foul, and he's the one that came in and took it to the table.
Kaydell Robinson at the line will knock down the front end of the 1-and-1. And it looks like a timeout call by Freeman Pinckney. 67-60 is the score. 1:13 to play in the ball game. After this timeout, we'll have 1 free throw. Keep it tuned in to UC Sports Nation.
117 years of serving the Upper Cumberland. Not many businesses can say that. Union Bank can, and yet Union Bank keeps changing to meet the needs of today. Mobile banking, text banking, you pay bills, Union Bank makes your life easier. And when you want to dream a new home, a new business, new car, local people sit down with you to make it happen. Union Bank, Highway 111 Birdstown, also Jamestown and Clark Range. Years of service, modern tools to be your bank. Union Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
This is Emily Gibson, your Twin Lakes Security Sales Consultant. The holiday delivery season is here. Know what's happening with Santa or the services that don't use reindeer with a high-definition camera system from Twin Lakes Security. With Twin Lakes, you can monitor deliveries in real time to ensure that your packages are safe and secure. Give me a call to talk about protecting your holiday deliveries and more at 931-528-2005 or visit us online at twinlakes.net.
T insert number C-0026.
Back here at Pickett County, and man, this one has been fun. The Bobcats, it was within 1 point until this fourth quarter, and then the Ammonettes just completely took over. The Bobcats still, though, some work to be done. They lead by 7, 67-60, but a timeout and then a free throw coming from Cadell Robinson with 1:13 to play in this ball game to try to cut this to 2 possessions.
Be looking for some full court pressure right here.
A good free throw from Robinson, and there is the full court pressure. Jacob Ammonette bringing it up. Pass off to Zach. Zach will give it back to Jacob. Jacob will now come across the timeline with 1:04 to play. 1:04 in this ball game. Now just keep away time for the Bobcats, leading by 6. They don't need points, so they're just going to waste time. We'll see when the Eagles try to foul. It's a steal now for the Eagles. Cadell Robinson to the basket, puts up a shot, too hard, no good. Rebound by the Eagles. 3 ball from Jace Johnson. That one does not go down, and a rebound by Caleb Lowhorn. Will Ammonette trying to lead the break, and then they call the foul on Jace Johnson, and that's going to send Will Ammonette to try to ice this game away with 38 seconds to play and try to increase the lead out to 8. Was wondering when the Eagles were going to try to foul, and they come up with a steal, but then can't get anything out of it. If they get points there, that completely changes this ball game.
Yeah, we got 3 good ball handlers on the court right now. Just need to take care of the basketball, hit some free throws.
Jace Johnson picked up his second foul there. Will Ammonette will be at the line. First free throw is good. Has not missed here in the fourth quarter. He's 4 of 4 from the stripe. He's got 17 points. The Ammonette brothers, 17 for Will so far, and 28 for Zach. Missed the second one, though, was Will. At the other end, Cadell Robinson to the basket, puts it up, and gets it to go with 30 seconds. 68-63, now just 5 points. They inbound to Zach Ammonette, and they're going to have to foul him, and they do. But that's going to be Jace Johnson's third foul. Sends Zach Ammonette to the line with 24 seconds on the clock. How about this stat line from Zach Ammonette? 28 points right now, a chance to make it 30 in his first game action back since his injury. Man, have they needed it.
Yeah. He got out that WD-40 and got that rust right off, Jacob.
First free throw good from Zach Ammonette. Talking with Joseph Ammonette before the game, he said, we'll kind of see how he's feeling, what he's doing. He hasn't come out of the ball game yet.
Yeah, I don't remember him taking a breather all night.
And Zach, he's wanted to play in this game, especially against a good First Baptist team. Knocks down 2 free throws. It's 70-63 with 24 seconds to play. Here's Jace Johnson on the left wing. Fires up a deep triple, couldn't get it to go, and it finds the hands of Zach Ammonette. And with 17 seconds on the clock, that could all but do it. It's Jace Johnson, where they foul Ammonette. The foul called on Cadell Robinson, his 4th. And it sends Ammonette to the line to add to his 30-point total here in this one.
A lot of Pickett County fans heading towards the exits. They smell the victory in the air, Jacob.
We've seen some strong performances from the likes of Grant Strong up at Clay County in his first few games. Zach Ammonette looking pretty good in his first game action back as he knocks down another free throw. He's got 31 points.
Yeah. Sure they'll battle all season long.
He's 6 for 7 from the stripe so far in this fourth quarter, make it 7 of 8. He's missed 1 free throw all night long.
He's going to give him a breather right here, get him out of the game. Game's pretty much over, just trying to save him, make sure nothing crazy right here happens at the end.
32 points, the final line for him. The clock with 14 seconds on it. 72-63. Here's Alton Perry at the other end. He lays it up and in. And Perry finds his 5th point of the ball game. The inbound to Will Ammonette. 4 seconds, and I don't think they're going to foul. That's going to do it. The Pickett County Bobcats pick off the First Baptist Academy Eagles. Final score, 72-65. And man, what a fun game that was. We'll break it down in just a little bit. Keep it tuned in right here on UC Sports Nation.
Most insurance ads end at competitive rates, as if that's all that matters. As your local professional insurance agent, that's just where Kiesling Insurance begins. When it comes to insuring your home, your car, or your business, Kiesling Insurance offers you personalized service and advice, along with a choice of companies to fit your needs. And yes, competitive rates, too. When you need insurance, call them, or be sure and contact the team at Kiesling Insurance or visit them online at KieslingINS.com for details about life, home, auto, or business.
When your day-to-day work causes pain, when your daily exercise stops you cold, when picking up the groceries or your grandchild makes you ache, call Milestone. Milestone Physical Therapy improves lives. Milestone builds futures by finding the source of your pain. It's not about covering up the aches, it's about getting rid of them. Call 864-8090 for an appointment. 864-8090. Orthopedic care that improves your life. With over 20 years' experience, see Laura Reagan at Milestone Physical Therapy.
As Pickett County soars higher this year, so does Amanette Eagle Auction. When you need your property sold, there's not a better team to call. Amanette Eagle Auction has the knowledge, skills, and tools to get the most money for you and your family. Check out eagleauctions.com to find out more or to see information on upcoming auctions. You might find just what you're looking for. Thanks, Amanette Eagle Auctions. When you need to get it sold, call Amanette Eagle Auction. We soar higher.
Regular visits to the doctor, they can be a challenge to fit into your busy schedule.
Bye, Mom. I'm on my way to practice.
But those regular visits are the best way to keep your family healthy. Schedule an appointment today at Byrdstown Medical Center, 864-3187. Keep the number handy for all those family sniffles, playground bumps, or rashes out of nowhere. 864-3187. Good to schedule that annual physical, too. Byrdstown Medical Center, the local way to stay well.
Back here at Pickett County on the post-game show, as the post-game show brings you a final score of 72-65. The Pickett County Bobcats win this one. Post-game report brought to you by Union Bank, proud to serve Byrdstown with modern tools to making banking easier. Union Bank. Casey, we had a fun day today. The Bobcat ladies pick up their fourth win of the season in a blowout victory fashion in the first game. In the second game, tightly contested matchup between two very good teams. The First Baptist Academy Eagles came into it 3-1. The Pickett County Bobcats 1-1, but the Bobcats too much, and mainly Zach Amanette with 32 points in this one.
Yeah, you see why he's a great player tonight. You see why all the accolades from last year. Gritty, tough player, coming back off an injury. Played almost the entire game. I think came out the final 16 minutes. Just a gritty, tough performance as he tries to get back in the rhythm. And he's not played any live action in about 6 months other than practice. So really great performance by him. Also a really great performance by some other key cast members. I think all the Amanettes probably close to double figures. You have Wattenbarger, which I think he's the motor of this team. Had some gritty play by him. Had some ups and downs in the game. Had a few possessions, had a few minutes there where we just didn't score, and they took the lead. I was really impressed by our grittiness, our toughness there in the fourth quarter. Make some stops, get some big buckets, and ultimately win the game.
It was a fun game indeed. Final score 72-65. Let's take you through the scores for the First Baptist Academy Eagles, who fall to 3-2 on the season. They were led by Cadell Robinson with 18 points. He had 12 of those points in the second half. Very good game from the senior. That's going to be a fun player to watch in the future. 10 points for the big man, Omarion Thomas, down low. 15 for Cooper Roberts, all from three-point land. He knocked down 5 triples on the night. 9 points for Jace Johnson, 5 points for Alton Perry, 2 for Colton Lee and Bradley Miles, and 2 for Kyler Lee as well. We mentioned for the Pickett County Bobcats, they were led by Zach Amanette with 32 points. Not only did he have 32 points, he had 17 in the fourth quarter alone. Will Amanette, he had 17 points on the ball game, 5 points for Jacob Amanette and 18 for Hunter Wattenbarger. We wondered if it would be a big point when Hunter fouled out of the game with, I believe, 3:30 to go. And Heath stepped up, started making some plays, and they actually got better after Hunter fouled out of the ball game, it seemed like.
Yeah, that was an interesting dynamic. I didn't see that happening, but they had some guys come in off the bench. They stepped up, were able to prevent their big man from scoring down low and keep some clean possessions and score. So great job by those guys coming in off the bench.
A really fun game in this one. A lot of scores from around the area, and we'll get to those coming up in a little bit as well. Keep it tuned in right here on the Union Bank post-game report. You're listening to UC Sports Nation.
117 years of serving the Upper Cumberland. Not many businesses can say that. Union Bank can, and yet Union Bank keeps changing to meet the needs of today. Mobile banking, text banking, you pay bills, Union Bank makes your life easier. And when you want to dream a new home, a new business, new car, local people sit down with you to make it happen. Union Bank, Highway 111 Birdstown, also Jamestown and Clark Range. Years of service, modern tools to be your bank. Union Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
It's game night, but sniffles are slowing your MVP. Your choice is First Choice Family Care. Dad doesn't feel like a pickup game. Your choice is First Choice Family Care, 864-3232. Mom's been benched all weekend. Your choice is First Choice Family Care. Taking care of your family team all year round. Primary care, preventative care, wellness. Your choice is First Choice Family Care. Walk-ins and appointments. Your choice is First Choice Family Care. Always accepting new patients.
Most insurance ads end at competitive rates, as if that's all that matters. As your local professional insurance agent, that's just where Kiesling Insurance begins. When it comes to insuring your home, your car, or your business, Kiesling Insurance offers you personalized service and advice, along with a choice of companies to fit your needs. And yes, competitive rates, too. When you need insurance, call them, or be sure and contact the team at Kiesling Insurance or visit them online at KieslingINS.com for details about life, home, auto, or business.
When your day-to-day work causes pain, when your daily exercise stops you cold, when picking up the groceries or your grandchild makes you ache, call Milestone. Milestone Physical Therapy improves lives. Milestone builds futures by finding the source of your pain. It's not about covering up the aches, it's about getting rid of them. Call 864-8090 for an appointment. 864-8090. Orthopedic care that improves your life. With over 20 years' experience, see Laura Reagan at Milestone Physical Therapy.
As Pickett County soars higher this year, so does Amanette Eagle Auction. When you need your property sold, there's not a better team to call. Amanette Eagle Auction has the knowledge, skills, and tools to get the most money for you and your family. Check out eagleauctions.com to find out more or to see information on upcoming auctions. You might find just what you're looking for. Thanks, Amanette Eagle Auctions. When you need to get it sold, call Amanette Eagle Auction. We soar higher.
Time is money. And if your car's transmission is out of sorts, if your heating and cooling system is on the fritz, if your car will not start, it's costing you time. Pryor's Auto Spot gets it repaired. Work done right, on time, and that puts money back in your pocket. And Pryor's has tires to keep you running. No need to go anywhere else. Pryor's Auto Spot, 8410 Highway 111. Save time. Schedule your repair job at pryorsautospot.com. Getting your vehicle repaired. Pryor's.
Back here on the Union Bank post-game report. Final score from the boys' game, 72-65, and a huge night from Zach Amonette in his return. He had 32 points in his return. A big game for Zach Amonette and a big win for this Pickett County Bobcats team. It's a tough schedule to start the year for this Pickett County team, and it doesn't get any easier tomorrow. They got Smith County, the Owls, coming up tomorrow. Smith County knocked off Monterey in their first one here in the Thanksgiving Classic, so going to be another big game for the boys tomorrow. For the girls, they also have Monterey, and likely a familiar opponent for both squads. Should be a fun day tomorrow. Before we get into that, UC Sports Nation around the nation. What do we got update score-wise, Casey?
Yeah, absolutely. Here we go. Finals for girls. Livingston 63, West 16. Upperman girls went and knocked off Green Hill today, 56-32. The Cookeville Lady Cavs over Murfreesboro Central Magnet, 58-42. Right here earlier, the game you heard before the boys' game, Pickett County High School 70, First Baptist Academy 3. Boys scores around the league, Smith County 64, Monterey 50. Upperman 57, Franklin Classical School is 32. Two scores we hadn't got yet. Clay County and Jackson County tipped off around 7:30. DeKalb and Warren as well, still tipped off. We do have a final, Jacob, from Upperman. Upperman goes up to Elizabethton tonight, gets knocked off 23-6. I want to extend a big congratulations to Coach Kane and all the Upperman family of their fantastic season. They're one of the final four teams playing in 4A, so congratulations to them on a outstanding season.
Awesome season for the Bees. Falls short, but definitely nothing short to be proud of in that season for them. Only 2 losses on the season for the Upperman Bees. Well, that's pretty much going to do it for us here from Pickett County. We will be back tomorrow. Final score tonight, the Pickett County girls beat First Academy. They go to 4-0 on the season, 70-32 the final score there. For the boys, a big win. They improved to 2-1 on the season. They also knock off First Academy 72-65, 32 points from Zach Amonette in his return. Join us tomorrow as the Bobcats take on Monterey on the girls' side, Smith County on the boys' side. Coverage begins of the girls' game at 1:45 right here on UC Sports Nation and on YouTube at Stonecom Radio. We will tweet out the link just like we did today and make sure it gets out to you guys. For the boys, a little bit later, 6:15-ish, depending on when the games let us get on the air for that one. But we will have the boys game. That is the final game of the night tomorrow. So a little bit of a break in between the girls and the boys. We will have it. For Casey Bolden, I'm Jacob Vincent. We'll talk to you guys tomorrow night.
Getting sick.
Is there anything worse?
When it happens, it's good to know neighbors are right there to help you.
Byrdstown Medical Center. Local people started it.
So neighbors and friends would have a place focused on wellness.
So when you're not feeling your best, get the answers.
Byrdstown Medical Center, 864-3187.
864-3187. Call them when you're not feeling your best.
Most insurance is accepted.
Byrdstown Medical Center, the local way to stay well.
Most insurance ads end at competitive rates, as if that's all that matters. As your local professional insurance agent, that's just where Kiesling Insurance begins. When it comes to insuring your home, your car, or your business, Kiesling Insurance offers you personalized service and advice, along with a choice of companies to fit your needs. And yes, competitive rates, too. When you need insurance, call them, or be sure and contact the team at Kiesling Insurance or visit them online at KieslingINS.com for details about life, home, auto, or business.
When your day-to-day work causes pain, when your daily exercise stops you cold, when picking up the groceries or your grandchild makes you ache, call Milestone. Milestone Physical Therapy improves lives. Milestone builds futures by finding the source of your pain. It's not about covering up the aches, it's about getting rid of them. Call 864-8090 for an appointment. 864-8090. Orthopedic care that improves your life. With over 20 years' experience, see Laura Reagan at Milestone Physical Therapy.
As Pickett County soars higher this year, so does Amonette Eagle Auction. When you need your property sold, there's not a better team to call. Amonette Eagle Auction has the knowledge, skills, and tools to get the most money for you and your family. Check out eagleauctions.com to find out more or to see information on upcoming auctions. You might find just what you're looking for. Thanks, Amonette Eagle Auctions. When you need to get it sold, call Amonette Eagle Auction. We soar higher.
Time is money, and if your car's transmission is out of sorts, if your heating and cooling system is on the fritz, if your car will not start, it's costing you time. Pryor's Auto Spot gets it repaired. Work done right, on time, and that puts money back in your pocket. And Pryor's has tires to keep you running. No need to go anywhere else. Pryor's Auto Spot, 8410 Highway 111. Save time. Schedule your repair job at pryorsautospot.com. Getting your vehicle repaired. Pryor's.
Losing a loved one can be difficult, but you don't have to go through it alone. Brown Funeral Chapel stands beside you, answering your questions, creating a plan, helping you with the budget, taking care of the details. Brown Funeral Chapel stands beside you in some of the most difficult times of your life. Neighbors and friends ready to be there for you, to remember your loved one with caring and dignity. You don't have to shoulder it all. Brown Funeral Chapel stands beside you. Brown Funeral Chapel.
At People's Bank, home improvement loans make up a significant portion of our lending portfolio. If you've been thinking about ways to spruce up and improve your home, come talk with us. Whether you want to take on the home improvement challenge yourself or bring in some outside help, at People's Bank, we have the money you need to make your dreams come true. People's Bank and Trust Company of Pickett County, investing in the future, one customer at a time. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Thanksgiving is an exciting and busy time at home. The kids are streaming movies, Dad is watching football while Mom prepares for holiday shopping. With Twin Lakes Fiber Network, your broadband will have the capability it needs to keep up with all your family needs. No buffering, no lag time, and no missed Black Friday deals. This is Emily Gibson, your Twin Lakes sales consultant. Prepare for the holidays and give Twin Lakes a call at 1-800-644-8582 to sign up for fast and reliable broadband today.
117 years of serving the Upper Cumberland. Not many businesses can say that. Union Bank can, and yet Union Bank keeps changing to meet the needs of today. Mobile banking, text banking, you pay bills, Union Bank makes your life easier. And when you want to dream a new home, a new business, new car, local people sit down with you to make it happen. Union Bank, Highway 111 Birdstown, also Jamestown and Clark Range. Years of service, modern tools to be your bank. Union Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Losing a loved one can be difficult, but you don't have to go through it alone. Brown Funeral Chapel stands beside you, answering your questions, creating a plan, helping you with the budget, taking care of the details. Brown Funeral Chapel stands beside you in some of the most difficult times of your life. Neighbors and friends ready to be there for you, to remember your loved one with caring and dignity. You don't have to shoulder it all. Brown Funeral Chapel stands beside you. Brown Funeral Chapel.
Wellness is about people. People like Dr. Andrew Todd, Dr. Matthew J. King, FNP Benjamin Aaron. Local experts taking care of local people so you can relax and feel at home. That's the goal at Byrdstown Medical Center, making it a comfortable place where you and the team focus on your health. Being well. Byrdstown Medical Center. Schedule an appointment today, 864-3187. That's 864-3187. Byrdstown Medical Center, the local way to stay well.
Time is money, and if your car's transmission is out of sorts, if your heating and cooling system is on the fritz, if your car will not start, it's costing you time. Pryor's Auto Spot gets it repaired. Work done right, on time, and that puts money back in your pocket. And Pryor's has tires to keep you running. No need to go anywhere else. Pryor's Auto Spot, 8410 Highway 111. Save time. Schedule your repair job at pryorsautospot.com. Getting your vehicle repaired. Pryor's.